welcome to the BYB podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys.
And we got a special night of entertainment all geared up for you and a bunch of crying sissy boys. A pussy boy. But yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome, Dan from NicePodcastStupid. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, Quad. I'm a little emotional today, so try not to make me cry. I might if I get a little emotional about life and things, I may have to just take the camera off, and I might have to go off camera for a little bit. But I'm gonna try to hold it together today, Quad.
What disease do you suffer from? Do you have an STD or something that you might want to?
I suffer from I suffer from the debilitating problem of having a penis that just won't stop being hard. It's a lot of priapism. It's very large, very hard. It's a painful, awful disease. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I wouldn't wish a large, hard dick on any person. So yeah, it's something I have to deal with every day of my life.
That's rough. I feel bad for you, and all those ladies, especially. Shout out to the ladies out there with lady penises, especially those kind. Also, welcome, Honk the Clown. How are you doing, brother?
Good, my brothers. What's going on? I got to tell you, that was quite the girthy little story and intro that Nice Podcast Dan did there.
A nice girthy story. Wow. Yeah, that's the way we like to start it out.
Nice hard cock.
Hell yes. And last but not least, welcome to the stage, Mr. Special Guest. Surprise, surprise. Mr. Crumb.
What's up, y'all?
What's up,
y'all ready for bisque?
Everybody loves Crumb.
How's Crumb? You doing crummy?
I'm doing good. I have a tendency to cry like a bitch too, so this is a perfect episode for me.
I've never seen you cry like a bitch. Is this true?
Just wait. True? You'll see it eventually.
What kind of things do you cry over? Like when MLC makes fun of you and gives KB gives you a bad time? Is that the number one thing that makes you break down into a little puddle of pudding?
Yeah, totally. That definitely doesn't help. But even commercials, make me cry. So I've definitely cried on.
Oh yeah, like when the white girl's got a black boyfriend in the commercial, you always cry about.
True.
That is disturbing.
Which is every commercial now, just FYI, if you didn't notice. I guess I'm just a racialist. I just notice all these huge, glaring things that nobody else sees.
The blacks.
On. That's just how it is. Jesus, KB, look at this. I give a shout out to the ladies in the MLC Ladies Show Up. What about it?
Did you know you had lady callers in the audience? You had a female fan club. Everybody, the ladies love Crumb. I love it. KB's a sweetheart.
KB's the best.
Speaking of KB,
I just want to see what a lady cock looks like.
Shout out to all the ladies out there. Black Cat, Dejois, all the lovely ladies that show up. G-Rob, I better say G-Rob or I'll get in trouble. She wields a sword, and by sword I mean a wrench in our chat. So yeah,
is Dayla a female?
No.
Dejois,
lovely Dejois, which is very close. She's a wonderful, beautiful woman. But no, Dayla is just a regular old dude. He also
the dog.
He also, yeah, exactly. Yeah, shout out to Dayla in the chat right there. Don't you dare, Flat Cat. That's right.
Dayla is a great guy. Good egg guy.
Good egg, as they say. And he wields a mod wrench in my chat too. So we gave him the power. Hopefully he doesn't abuse it. No, he never does. He's a good old boy. But yeah, welcome everybody in the chat. We
Cheers.
like you. We love you more than a friend. But not only that, would you, just for me, would you hit that like button, smash to subscribe, and of course, turn on those notifications. So anytime we go live, you guys will know about it. But not only that, the other important thing is it helps us get into the algorithm, whatever the fuck that is. Indeed.
I hit.
Not that hard to smash the like. Just fucking smash it. Don't ask any questions. Don't be one of
Smash
those
like
people
Dan
that makes a
does
big
with
fucking production about it. Just hit the like. Just do your basic duties for the show. Help Quad out. Let's get Quad some viewers.
Yeah,
Make it
bare
happen.
minimum. Bare minimum. Do that.
Open
Crumb,
up
what are you
your.
smoking?
It's a vape pen, just a gummy bear flavored fume.
So no marijuana? Marijuana?
No,
It's not a weed cock, as KB would say. A weed penis?
I smoked that before I came inside. I smoke weed outside. I'm not a fucking degenerate.
Yet. Give it time, man. Work on yourself. Be like one of these other Minnesotans or something like that.
Am I the only one on the
course.
panel that ain't smoking weed anymore? Honk, you a smoker?
Oh, big smoke. Yeah. Huge
I
pothead.
figured
I'm
as much.
smoking some organic, homegrown Blue Dream right now as we speak. I grew the stuff myself. Just
Hell yeah, brother.
I don't smoke marijuana, man.
Oh, you don't? I thought you did,
no.
Quad.
No, I do not smoke marijuana.
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, wink, wink, nudge,
He
nudge.
just-
I got you.
Yeah. This guy gets it.
You eat it
Those,
though, right?
yeah.
Mainline it right in your veins via other.
It does
Yes,
more
yes.
for the like the pain relief and the calming of the body, so that I don't end up crying on stream like other cripples that we have seen crying.
Do you have
lately.
like a medical marijuana card? Are you officially like medical marijuana guy, or
I'm in
you just-
Oregon, man. I'm in Oregon. They've been
Oh, yeah,
doing
so you don't have
medical
to worry.
marijuana
Yeah,
things
you
since the
don't need a
90s.
fucking card to get weed in Oregon. You just walk down the street, man. Put your hand out.
You can buy mushrooms legally, can't you?
Correct. Yeah, they just the beginning of this year.
As
they
it should be.
started. Right. I think
Everybody
there's
should do
only-
mushrooms at least once in their life, man.
It's the
It'll open your head up to a lot of stuff. Even if you're not
Absolutely.
like acid, some of that other stuff, DMT might be too much for the average person. But a good batch of shrooms, man, will just free your mind a little bit and get that ego taken care of, put you in check, make you think about things a little differently.
Yeah, even like a good overdose on mushrooms, everyone should experience that. Like the total meltdown in your brain, just to reset your hard drive, put you back on a new
I've done that.
trajectory.
I ate
does do
mushrooms
something to the
one
brain.
time in high school, and I was melting into the ground. I could hear people whispering 3 blocks over. It's fucking the best.
Come
Exactly.
on now. That wasn't the shrooms. That might have been some good old fucking Tito's vodka that was doing that to you, girl.
I wish Tito's did that.
Tito's, that sounds fancy.
I drink Towns now. Tito's too expensive for my poor ass.
I hear you.
Yeah, does someone have a browser open by chance? Just a quick question. I do seem to
hear
be
that.
hearing a little bit of reverb. Maybe I'll just test you guys out. Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, are we getting any reverb? It's not Dan. All right, let's try Honk. Are we getting any reverb? It was you, Honk. You got a browser open or something, brother.
Okay, let me take care of it. I'm gonna get out of here real quick. I'll be right back in.
And to replace him while he's gone is the Jew. Throw the Jew down. Oh no!
Talk about a
how's it
fucking
going?
downgrade, huh? What's up, guys?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm having super problems of my own tonight, obviously. So yeah,
What's the matter? What's the matter with
you're
you?
not alone.
What do you got? What do you got going on, Adam?
No, just
what are your
just
personal
technical problems. That's
that
why
you're
I'm
trying to bring to my fucking podcast immediately with a negative attitude coming in with problems. What you fucking do?
fuck you,
man?
Quad. I'm sick of this show. Sick of your shit.
Jesus,
Sick of your
man.
fucking
Get
wheelchair.
your shit together. Get your life
It's
together.
always the
before you
Jew
come
that
on.
comes in complaining, right? He's always got something to get off
it's
his
cold
chest.
in here. Could you turn the thermostat down a little bit? Oh,
Oh.
these
My
lights are so bright.
My glasses have fallen off. They're broken. You broke my glasses.
Ooh.
How's my audio sound? Where's PSP?
You sound great, dude.
Where's PS? Yeah, I was pulling it up as you said it. In fact, I'm in shock that Quad is suddenly an audio guy. Yeah, I'm not a very good audio guy. I apologize for that, Peter Sky Parker, but that's why you're here to critique and help me out. No, not so much helping me out, but the critique party's got fucking down to a science. So be it.
If my show ever blows up, Peter Sky Parker, I'm gonna put you on the payroll, brother, because you are the the most autistic audio guy I think I've ever come across in this crazy little online world. I'm going to need you because I'm not good with the audio stuff. You know, I buy the good equipment, but you know the levels. I need somebody on the ones and twos. So
It's a
Peter Sky
science.
Parker, well, I'm going to give you a call one of these days, brother.
It is more
He's got-
difficult than people realize. Like, I get why KB he found a mic that works and he sticks with it because it's a pain in the ass to try to get a microphone and shit all set up.
I thought he got that headset so he could do his phone calls, you know, for his work, his telemarketing job. Like as soon as he gets the podcast, I can imagine he just starts hitting those numbers. Yeah. Have you seen that your warranty on your vehicle is expired? Have you thought about getting another one and re-upping with?
Where did he? What call center did he order that from? Like, I didn't even know they made those type of headphones anymore.
Yeah,
my kids have some for online gaming. It's exactly like the shit.
You pick it up at
have.
Staples for like $30. He literally probably went to Staples. He's like, I don't want to spend more than
Toys R Us, man.
wow, $30. Wow, for this headset, you know, and he just got the cheapest one possible. I will say, you know, and I have obviously given Kevin some shit lately, but the one thing I do find endearing when he does scream into the thing and it just shorts out for a moment. That is kind of a little bit of his little his thing that he's got going. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's his.
Yeah,
that's a nice
look,
little shtick.
Grandpa's screaming again. Grandpa's off his rocker again. Yeah.
How sad are we that entertains us? A man breaking his microphone because he's screaming like a child. That's where we're at now. This is comedy.
Yeah.
Fuck
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. I don't
got
even.
it.
Yeah, your critique of the whole Dabbleverse thing, Dan, was pretty much on. It's on point, but like we can't not watch this shit. I don't know what it is now that I've gotten into it. Because when I first started in the Dabbleverse, I guess I was just watching like compound shows and shit. And I could care less about any of the other shows or characters. I don't know, whatever, 3-4 years later, now I can't stop watching it, and it's every day, and I keep up with it like it's a soap opera. It really is. That's what it's become.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm an addict, so it's just another thing I'm addicted to. That's my excuse.
Yeah, same here. Slapjaw Timothy Smallwood, member for 7 months. Thank you very much for being a member for this entire time. You are the man. What did Adam lose? What did Adam lose $1 and he is upset? Vaggie.
Nope.
Oh, you found your dollar? Look at
Found
you.
it. I'm okay.
What is Vaggie? Is that your new nickname, Vaggie? Is that?
Don't try to know. Do not make that into a thing.
I'm not
You're
really
Vaggie now.
Chat, do not
Dang.
hashtag that.
What's up,
Didn't do
Vaggie?
enough.
Vaggie, are you in Boston? Is that that bridge in Boston behind you?
He's
Oh,
from
who?
high
Oh, you
atop
mean me?
TD Garden in
Oh,
Boston.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm actually in Boston right now. This is my Opie backdrop.
I love it.
500 feet
Nice.
above Boston.
I'm working on the bridge.
Nice.
I got to get the ring light reflection though. That would make it look really cool.
Poor Opie.
Right. Yeah, what do you think? You Opie is something? Slapjaw. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to tell Funky Bronco that Honk is fixing his audio. He'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah, correct. We just had a little bit of an echo. I think he just had an extra browser open or something like that. What do you call that? Echo, reverb, some.
I think he was
Maybe we
watching
should
the
have-
show on the. That's what
On
it
the
sounded
big
like. to
screen
me. I don't know.
in front of
maybe.
him. Slapjaw, Timothy Smallwood, $2. Adam, did Ralphie Bachman get in contact with you?
Of course not. I haven't blocked.
Is it Bachman or Bachman? Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Is he a member of the tribe? Is he a
what
tribesman
it-
as well, Mr. Bachman? Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds
Sounds
like
like it.
Is he taking care of business every day?
You're always trying to put songs in my head.
I didn't do anything.
You don't like it when I
Hey.
sing, but then you get me started taking care of business and working overtime.
Work out.
it's a very Ray DeVito-esque thing, which is I don't know if you guys ever noticed that if you put anything like a reference to any lyric in a message to Ray DeVito. He goes right into the
It's
song.
horrible, and I feel like Derek is like
Becoming
he's-
Ray?
yeah.
Hold on a minute. Wait.
no,
wait.
you're putting these little things out there, hoping I'll bite, and I can't resist.
Son of a gun.
Are
yeah, I
you're
don't know.
like that? That's weird.
I'm the one doing it, or it just comes
No, it's
naturally
me.
to you,
It's
maybe?
me. It's my tendencies, and you're like
No, I fall into that trap here and there. Whatever. It's
Movie
sometimes
references.
it's hard
No,
not
that's
to
you.
finish off a lyric or a song when they come across in a super chat. Especially, you almost want to give them what they want. An extra dollar's worth.
I feel like it's kind of a boomer trait on my part.
Kinda. Nah, man. You hear a song, you hear a good jingle, you want to repeat that shit. The entire '80s was filled with little jingles. Like that's, I don't know. Crumb, he grew up. He's old as fuck, like I am. He remembers all those stupid little commercial jingles that we had stuck in our head.
Oh, totally.
Man.
Yeah, we didn't have the internet. We watched TV, so that shit would be stuck in your head for days because you'd see it repetitively all day, every fucking commercial break.
Yeah, we're probably all of a very similar age. Like you spend so much time in front of the TV. There's every once in a while I watch one of these like watch best of Saturday morning cartoons from the 80s, and you start watching, you're like, oh my god, I fucking remember this fucking cereal commercial. And then you start singing the jingle, and it's like it all comes back, it all comes crashing back into in the deep recess of your mind. You've remembered, the fucking Wendy's "Where's the Beef" commercial or something that just pops in
What I
your
was
head.
sitting here thinking about was where's the beef?
beef?
Yeah, exactly. That's hilarious.
I had a board game. It was called Commercial Crazies. It was a VHS tape. You put it in, and you watch commercials, and you had to answer questions about it. And it was very "Where's the Beef" heavy. Micro Machines guy doing his fucking shit. Yeah.
Jesus.
It was before he was doing Micro Machines though, but he was on a bunch of commercials in the '80s with the fast talking shit like that. It was great.
When I watch those retro commercial compilations, I get really nostalgic and kind of there's this weird sadness that comes over me.
You start to into Johnny Crushes.
Just realizing how simple the world used to be and how like it's never gonna be like that again.
I cry at stuff like that. I was saying before, I cry at that kind of stuff. Just nostalgic commercials, or where's the beef? I'm gonna start tearing up in a minute just thinking about my childhood.
Yeah, don't kid yourselves though, guys. Ukraine's been lobbing them fucking missiles over into Russia the last yesterday. Before we know it, the entire world's going to be engulfed in fucking nuclear winter, baby. Winter's
Maybe we'll
coming.
stop having every commercial be interracial relationships, advertising products to us. Maybe we'll start having white couples again in commercials. And
is that what a Trump win means? That we'll stop seeing interracial commercials?
Probably not. Unfortunately, I don't think that's we could put the that back in the tube. But it wouldn't hurt to not have them every time be, and it's always a white chick and a black dude. It's never the other. It's never the white guy with the black girl. It's always it's got to be the subversive. Everything's going to be anti-white guy.
And if it's white guy, black girl, then the white guy's an idiot, and the black girl, then she's just honey, don't you know that? It's always black good, white bad.
Black chicks get fucked up, shit on as much as white guys do. Like we're kind of in the same boat. Like everybody fucking rips on, unless Shonda, sassy black girl, or she's hypersexualized and she's twerking everywhere, and then every white guy's like, oh, dummy, I'm dumb. Like that's all that you see in the media these days.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, white women, for some reason, and we all know in reality, white women are a fucking problem.
They are the problem. Yeah.
White women are like the biggest problem in the world right now. Like if we started,
they're the biggest problem in the universe.
Okay, no. I gave a shout out to all my ladies out there in the
except for the white women that are in the audience, except for Daychwa, Flat Cat,
as long as you
G-Rob.
clarify.
I'm going to disagree.
We're good.
I don't think white women are the problem. I'm going to have to disagree.
Liberal white women, I should say. Liberal white women.
Oh,
where my white women's at? Raise your hands,
white
ladies,
people, am I right?
Give me a one in the chat if you use the whites woman's. We love yous. Here. Let's get back to that.
I love black ladies too.
Becoming a YouTube member. What took you so long,
I
Mr.
love
Blue
black
Sky?
Black chicks are awesome, man.
I thought you were always.
Dude, Adam pulls out the honky horn. That was fantastic.
It didn't honk that good though. It was like
it was pretty weak.
There was a little stutter step. If you honk it just right, you can get it clowny sounding.
I like you have it right there at the ready, though.
Yeah. It took me a second, though. I'm always afraid. It always, like, I don't know. It always manages to disappear when I need it the most.
Imagine that.
During the clowniest times.
Imagine that. A Jew second
You're welcome,
guessing
Shawnetta, by the way.
everything he does
See, we got a
before
we got a sister in the audience. See, Shawnetta is like, she gives me the salute. I see you, Shawnetta. I'm on your team.
What salute?
out for
The
you.
Roman salute? What?
What is this?
Slapshot Timothy Smallwood. Heard Adam's new nickname is Brown.
No, it's not. La 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 la.
Vaggie. Hashtag Vaggie for life. Damn, that's gonna stick, bro.
Do not
I think
tweet
that's a
that
thing.
at me.
Badge life.
I'm warning
Dude,
you guys. If you tweet at me, I'll flip out.
Hey, is a Brown Finger? Isn't that a 007 movie?
Brown finger.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
See,
that one.
we're all gonna fall for this shit. We're gonna be all singing the jingles and all that. And I don't mean Jenny jingles. I'm not talking about mom wives over here. Yeah. Shout out to Lady Carla.
I heard some of the Dabbleverse ladies were called wine ants or something. I was seeing that in NLO's Discord. There's a wine ant.
The pretty
allegation.
antisocial fans, the gals that hang out in that the 11 a.m. shows of. I just on a whim I had a little bit of a break in the action. I just like, wow, there's 160 people watching Pretty Antisocial talk about Keanu Thompson today. And I waited, and it was like, okay, yeah, it's the wine mom, it's wine mom o'clock in the audience. But yeah,
Well,
there's
okay.
a lot of
That I mean, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Like, they went live today, and right after they went live, Melton went live. So they have consistently had like 300 people watching their show.
yeah.
It's gotten legitimately like large. So shout out to them, man.
And
Yeah,
I think
doing
and let
good.
me jump ship for Pretty Antisocial. It feels like she's doing a lot with them these days. Is
Yeah,
she
I
still
mean,
in the BYB crew, or is she?
Oh yeah.
You guys are all,
like,
it's all kind of the same
Randy.
family. You guys are you're all in the super tip family, right? Isn't that like if you do super tips, you're kind of all there's a sort of a little bit of
Camaraderie.
I mean, at
there.
the bare minimum, you have to be like open-minded to Melton. So anyone that can't stand
You got to
Melton,
deal with
obviously, is not gonna
Moody
be
or whatever his name
super
is, right? You got to get on the phone with the Kiwi, get everything
Exactly.
set up.
Exactly, that is true.
I personally don't like wine, but
You don't like what?
wine.
Wine. So that's why you don't see. I thought you had a job or some shit. I didn't think you were a stay-at-home wine drinking old lady. So I
Tequila.
think that's what Nice Podcast is. That's what you were trying to say,
I
man.
do love
right?
wine, by
all
the way.
these
It's nothing
ladies
against
that
wine
just
or
sit home all
wine
day.
ladies. Well, yeah, hey, if I was,
You're insinuating.
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom or wine aunt and be sitting at home with my big red wine and a chalice, listening to the Pretty Antisocial gals dish on Keanu Thompson all day. Like I could think of worse things to do with my day. So yeah, I'm not going to disparage it. Good for them, and
Well, I
Oh,
wasn't
totally.
if they do really well.
I was
Jealous.
watching-
I was just saying I don't like wine, but I'm jealous of their lifestyles. If that's very nice, just to sit around and watch. I do it too. What am I saying?
Lifestyles of the rich and famous. Yes, we all kind of wish that. I just sit home all day. Oh wait, I do that shit, and I'm literally sitting when I'm doing it. So there you go. Me and Johnny Crutches, we got a lot in common, man. That's our main. That's our gig. No,
I would never say that again, Quad. Yeah.
Are we covering
Yeah,
You
the
think you
Johnny
could take
Crutches
Johnny
thing? I
Crutches
feel
in
so-
one-on-one quad if you guys went in Thunderdome? Do you think you could take him?
That question has been asked a lot of times, and I have considered taking him on in that arena because I think it would be a lot of fun. Plus, we could raise a lot of money for people in wheelchairs, not fucking MS victims. But yeah, absolutely, I would win it for my people.
I would watch the shit out of
I
that.
would win.
Would you
I
have
get
to
it.
be out of your chair though? Like you guys both just get on the ground and just.
What I was just gonna say, I get my electric wheelchair, right? So I could just run his ass over, run him down.
I've joked before. I'd love to see him do like 100-meter dash, but they do it like the military crawl with their arms, and they get on the ground. It's like who could win
G.I.
100
Joe at you.
meters, dragging their dead legs, as far as they can and fast as they can. And I think Quad, you got a lot of upper body strength on you. I think you could win in that. Yeah, look at those guns, man.
I think I could do it, man. Yeah, so we should probably have like a multiple competition. Maybe finish it off with a good fight at the end of it. But we could do like army crawl or whatever. We could think up some, of course.
You could do like the hanging rings, like gymnastics. You're just like.
I used to get beat up by a kid in a wheelchair when I was a kid.
You got picked on by one?
No, beat up. He would beat me up.
Damn.
Yeah. Did
he like run over your feet like with his wheels, or what did he do to you?
Yeah, this kid was a real prick. Yeah, he would do a lot of shit. I was forced to hang out with him because, that's what your mom does when she's friends with his mom and he's crippled and he has no friends. So she made me go over there, and he would just pick on me, throw things at me, hit me with his... I couldn't do anything back to him. Kid had spina bifida. He has like those little tiny arms, and he had like... He was basically just a head with a little body and tiny arms with the little wheelchair, and he'd be throwing shit at me. Yeah. He sucked.
There was a kid at my school like that, and he had spina bifida. Maybe that's part of the disease, just being an asshole.
Yeah, he was just pissed at life, taking that on me. But he had a jacuzzi and a pool inside his house, so there was a good trade-off, like...
That's cool.
Yeah. He makes fun
cool?
of me.
That's cool? No, I don't know. It didn't sound very cool.
It wasn't
Not
cool.
very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Sounds like an episode of South Park.
He looks like Timmy too, like Timmy in a wheelchair. Yeah, completely.
Timmy.
I
Probably be a
did
good
not
wingman,
suck him off based on a conspiracy theory. Never sucked him off.
No, I always thought I've had Johnny on BYB a couple times, and I made up like a graphic, like the Crips from South Park. Me and him, like Timmy and Jimmy style, man. That's where we're at. Timmy.
Are we talking about him tonight? Because I watched that. I felt so fucking bad.
Yes, we are. I mean,
I felt bad for him
bastard.
too.
Yeah.
I
Seems
felt
like a nice
bad for him,
enough
and
guy.
then I didn't feel bad for him, and then
Yeah.
I'm all over the place
It
with
was
that.
up and down. I was the same. Yeah.
I feel bad that
I'm
we made
also
fun
a
of him.
cripple, and I really don't have a hard time feeling bad for other cripples.
What was he crying about? I couldn't figure it out. Like, is it something like that was like that happened off camera? Because it didn't seem like it's easy to pile on Aaron because Aaron's an asshole, but I didn't hear Aaron like do anything that really get under Johnny's skin. It just seemed like Johnny had something personal going on, and somebody said something, and he just got all emotional.
Somebody said something that got him it got him triggered because it got him thinking about like his medical condition, and which hasn't been doing very well lately, it sounds like. And he's been telling Aaron about that. He hasn't been doing good, but it got him thinking about, he just went off on the fucking medical system and how he slipped through the cracks and didn't have health insurance and this and that. And it just became like this emotional thing. And he just started crying, and Aaron was like trying to make it funny. And I don't know how much he was just pissed off at Aaron or just sad, or probably a combination of both.
Yeah, I had a question for Quad about this because he was complaining about, he couldn't get insurance, his pre-existing condition, blah, blah. And have you ever had any problems with getting help from the government or insurance at all ever, Quad?
Good question.
No. 0% of that happening.
Right.
I think the issue he was having, and we can actually listen to it, but that's probably the least entertaining part of that clip. I think he was saying like pre-Obama, he was working and did not have insurance. So like he couldn't afford to go get looked at and whatnot. Why, and if you're not like diagnosed with an actual problem, then they're not, you know what I mean? You're not looked at. So by the time he figured out he had an issue, he wasn't seeing doctors, but he couldn't afford to get insurance, and also couldn't qualify for like government assisted insurance unless he was like on workman's comp or disabled. So like he was in that.
Steel Toe Inc. doesn't have like a nice insurance program for the employees?
I think it was all pre Steel Toe. So
I figured he had like a 401k you could enroll in, and he's got great benefits, vision, dental, health. Steel Toe Inc. No, probably not.
Yeah, right.
I don't think so.
No, but that's the thing. Everybody can get.
That would cut into the goal. He's got to focus on the goal, and benefits don't help.
Yeah, Aaron could never. I got to add the goal. It's gonna be higher because we need the insurance for Johnny's fucking crippled feet.
He's covered now,
If
though.
you don't
He's good
send
now.
in $50 right now, Johnny can't go see a doctor this week. You know,
As he made
goal.
Johnny crawl off the stage at his anniversary show.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So yeah, a bunch of that shit came up, but yeah, Aaron had no idea that was the issue. He was still thinking that something had to do with the fact that Johnny said he didn't go vote. So even today, when Aaron was talking about it, he was like, "Yeah, I don't get it. What was he crying about? Just because he didn't get to go vote or whatever?" And he was like, he totally missed the entire. He doesn't even know what's going on in fucking Johnny's life, even when he tells him about it right on his own damn show. It's insane, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone has that right if they don't want to vote or not. But then he was complaining about policies that if he voted, he might have had he could help himself away. So I don't know.
Well,
I'm not blaming him for that.
Funny because that's like old school. Because the problems he was having were from way back when he first, like before he got diagnosed, or when he did get diagnosed. Apparently, he didn't get the right kind of help, and that was his big.
How long has he had MS? Is it's an adult thing, or has he had it for a long time? I don't know anything about Johnny.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
Damn, that's gotta suck.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one part I will say. Like, I feel kind of bad for the guy because MS is not just like
it doesn't go away.
crippled.
Like it's once you have it, you gotta
kill
feel
you,
life, man. Yeah,
Degenerative.
Eventually, you're gonna go downhill, and it's gonna take
death.
you out. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, that's the one part. Like, yeah, I might be fucked up and crippled and shit, but I'm like set at a steady pace. I'm not going to like die of it all of a sudden here in the next 5 10 years.
Your crippledness isn't going to kill you.
It's not going to get worse. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm more crippled. I can't.
That's the one thing I do feel bad for him is he's got kind of like a death sentence.
He will get more crippled as time goes on. He'll end up like in a situation like
start getting like his hands all clawed. It gets really bad if you get if it really goes downhill.
They claw.
Doesn't smoking weed helps that though, right? I've seen, or I'm thinking of Parkinson's.
The MS, yeah,
Parkinson's is the one I'm thinking of. The guy's got like all the shakes. He smokes a joint, and then he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" I think that was Parkinson's. Yeah,
like Michael J. Fox. Yeah, but Michael J. Fox, he's still up on stage rocking out, man. I don't know if you saw that shit.
Does he has the same thing Johnny has? Is that what that is? Or no, he has Parkinson's.
Yeah, they're different.
I'm confused with these diseases.
Wouldn't it be great if they did like a Back to the Future 4 with the... Hey, Honk, welcome back,
shaking,
brother.
not rocking. Sorry, guys. What did I miss? Anything good?
What did you MS? That's what it sounded like you said. What did I MS?
I wish I was that good. What did I MS? Did we already see our boy cry, or...
No, we're just about to watch crying happen. So, everybody, if you're excited for some crying, we're about to watch a meltdown in action, indeed.
Who doesn't love watching a grown man cry?
I'm for it.
Yeah.
So, like, right before the show, or right before I popped in to hang out with you guys before the show, I was watching a little bit of Johnny stream from today, and there was some gold in that shit too. So we'll watch some of that.
I have a quick question. How does he only get 30-something viewers a show when Steel Toe gets like 1,500 in his eyes? How does that work? No crossover?
By himself? Is that what you're talking about? On his, I know he's on 3 different platforms, and
maybe that's what it is.
We know is that as far as Rumble numbers go, and Aaron talking about having 1,000 live numbers. Yeah, if he's saying like he's got 3, 4, we'll give him 400 on YouTube, and he says he gets 600 on Rumble. You might as well just say that's like 200 people. So he might get 500-600 on a daily basis, which is still pretty fucking good. But
doesn't feel like Aaron promotes all that much. He doesn't really put a very concerted effort to get people to go over to Johnny. It's it's kind of a he'll throw it in there. Yeah, don't. Oh, by the way, throw it at the end of the show. Yeah, don't. But by the way, maybe check out Johnny's show. If you're.
I mean, here's the other thing you might have noticed. People like Kevin Brennan, Stuttering John, Aaron Imholt, if they have co-hosts on, and then they start getting super chat money, when they notice that, all of a sudden they have an issue with it. It's almost like they consider every penny out there theirs. And if
they go on other people's shows and do it for free, that gets, or they get a little extra shine. Maybe they get clipped and they get a little notoriety. The alpha gets a little upset, a little uptight.
Bingo.
And they got to talk
Bottom
to their
line.
co-host.
Aaron, don't give
Not
a rat's
shiny.
ass about Johnny. He don't give a shit about that boy. I think it's Mountain who
Just
said
like
it best.
Kevin Brennan don't care about any of these guys, like
No,
fucking
yeah.
Chad or Ray. Like, there's no love there.
I
Somebody
do this
they
for
can
the
do-
love of the game. Never been paid.
The lovely Dagewa coming in with $2 just to say hi, Honk.
Hi,
Damn,
girl.
someone's doing well.
I
Yeah,
wish
show
it was
Honk some
me.
love, guys. Let's make it rain for Honk. Honk is the man. Honk is the real star tonight. When I heard Honk was going to be on, I'm like, all right, I gotta be on. I gotta do a show
He was
with
like,
the
"Not
legend."
that son of a bitch." He did a poll in there in Spurgtopia that was mean to me, and it wasn't. I wasn't being mean to you. I was fucking playing around, which I want you to know that we like to talk a lot of shit over there.
I don't know. Seemed pretty serious to me, but whatever. All right.
Or maybe, perhaps.
What happened?
Not nothing. Just Ozone. Don't get Dan started on KB. Yeah, we're gonna get him started. Not till after we get past the crying game.
Dan, I do got to tell you though, bro, your porn stash is fucking pimping. Okay, it is
Thanks, brother.
impressive. Yeah.
And
I know. I was getting some. Granny gave me some comments last night. He was like, "I got to talk about the mustache." I said, "All right, I'm pulling it off though, right? It's working, right? You know, it's a look."
Yeah,
it's
man.
all good.
Work for Tom Selleck. It'll work for you too, man. Just keep it
That's
going.
right.
Thanks.
Mustaches rule.
Also, Ozone in there in the and Nobody Likes Onions Discord making all kinds of trouble for everyone. I heard that's the big news
Oh,
from
yeah.
today that I saw. Aaron's loving on Ozone today, loving on him. Big Black honkies for Honk.
Boom.
Victoria Honk KKKK. Jesus, that's a lot of K's. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
There's my online wife. Hi, dear.
She's dear to all of us. She's a dear, dear lady. Hi, Stevie Lou or Claude or whatever. What the fuck? What just happened? Why you gotta be like
I read it
that?
as Quaalude. Hey, Stevie
Yeah.
Lou or Quaalude or whatever.
Q-Lod.
Honk, you ever do Quaaludes back in the day, brother? You ever get in a stash of those?
Ludes.
Ludes were the bomb. I hear. I unfortunately I missed that whole wave. Seemed like they were.
We all did,
I-
man. They ran
That
out of
was-
them fucking things in the 80s. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I was
Who
gonna
made
say
both.
that was even before my time, man. The Ludes were more of a '70s pill, really.
They used them up.
Yeah.
I'll just say older people that I know have told me that yes, indeed, there was a lot of people wrecking into parked cars and ditches.
Don't they still make them in Mexico? You could probably get lubes
Yeah.
in other countries.
They might.
Yeah.
They just sent us that fentanyl shit now, bastards.
What would it be comparable today? Like Xanax or something, or some kind of benzo?
Probably like
Yeah.
Xan bars, probably like if you
Yeah,
ate an entire
probably
Xanny
pretty-
bar, you'd probably
They
be in
were
the
a
same
big time
situation.
downer, that's for sure.
Because I definitely have passed out in my car on Xanax. So
I've never taken Xanax before.
I
Me
used to have
neither.
issues. I had a problem.
Yeah, me neither.
It's like the most widely abused drug now.
They're
Indeed.
fantastic. You don't remember shit and you feel great, but sometimes you fall asleep in a Burger King parking lot.
Crumb,
Car
goddamn.
running. Yeah, with the car
Car
running. And,
car was off, but I was definitely not in a parking spot. I was just in the
parked.
We were
parking
in the
lot.
fucking drive-through, passed out.
Basically,
There's a stoplight.
yeah. Oh, I thought this was the order. Yeah.
I just had to
Just
pull
taking
over,
a-
take a
A
nap.
rest. Take a
Yeah.
break.
Was waiting for
Nice.
those croissant sandwiches in the morning.
You didn't hear all the motherfuckers behind you in the line honking their fucking horns or nothing at you?
No, they were closed. And I was actually
Oh.
in, I thought it was a parking spot, but it wasn't. But it was in the parking lot, not at the drive-through.
Did you throw that question in there just to say your name? Like, were they honking at you? Like, you just start throwing out your own references with your name involved.
No,
Yeah, I was eating crumb cake too at the time.
Nice.
All right, let's watch Johnny cry. You guys ready? Don't
Yes.
cry, Johnny, don't cry.
No, we've never seen
Squad.
this
Oh my
before.
gosh, I can't believe you have Stroke Job Adam, Discounted Buff Bagwell, and that Fanuck Crumb Bum fake news. Fake news.
Oh, anonymous, real brave,
I love that.
brave troll.
Stroke job, Adam. Wait a minute.
Fuck
thought we
that
already
stroke
told him
job.
another name.
Did you have a stroke, Adam?
No,
What's your other
Literal.
name? Vaggie? Like vaginitis?
Jesus,
You
he's
have
beat up
vaginitis?
Adam Night, huh?
Let's hear that again.
Squad. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you have Stroke Job Adam, Discounted Buff Bagwell, and that Fanuck Crumb Bum fake news. Fake news.
Fanuck.
What's the Bagwell? I guess that's Dan. What's
Yeah, I think he's calling me discounted buff Bagwell. I'll take it, man. That's not. I could be called worse. I've been called worse.
who's
Somebody
Buff
called me
Bagwell?
a sketch of a serial rapist in the chat I saw. So, yeah, but I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
discounted buff Bagwell.
I mean, you damn near, if you were wearing a hoodie, you could be like the Unabomber, man.
All right, maybe
Yeah,
that
Looks
would
like
be
the
my new
Unabomber
look.
sketch.
Kaczynski.
You do look kind of
Sure.
menacing, like DB Cooper.
Oh yeah, DB Cooper. The DB Cooper sketches are great. He
Yeah.
just looks like a perfect criminal.
That's a cool story.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my neck of the woods. He jumped out of the plane not too far from here.
All right, let's watch this cripple crying quad. Let's go. Let's fire
Yeah,
this up.
cripples cry.
No, more setup.
Let me. Yeah, what does it sound like when cripples cry? Shout out to Doom, our
Dun,
homie. I
dun,
think
dun,
almost
dun.
all of our fucking
Dun,
clips
dun,
tonight are
dun, dun.
Doom and Stalin 19. What's that, Crumb?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I was just laughing.
Oh, someone was talking.
I was singing because you said when doves cry, and now you got me
What does
singing.
it sound like when cripples cry?
Yep.
That's what I was laughing at.
Maybe I'm just like my quad father.
Damn, bro, that was fucking good. That's
Thanks.
dope. That's sick. All right, we'll allow some lyrical jingles from Adam for.
Oh, cool.
till
The
he
show can
fucks
be
up
a
two more
sing-along
times,
now?
Then we'll cut that shit right off at the knee. Shout out to Dooms Paya. I think we got a Nat Clo in here and maybe some Stalin 19.
Your reputation precedes you. Wait till you crack and see what we do, you dweeb, you.
Oh, Nomo calling you old stolen valor Johnny. Wow.
I've never ever claimed to be a member of the military.
Wow, we're calling you stolen valor.
That's what stolen valor is. I'll just say you served in the military. I've never ever made that claim or presumption. In fact, I've repeatedly told people that I'm not in the military. One time as a DJ, I went to a bar. They just got done doing a party for a veteran. They had burgers and stuff.
And you were the DJ?
And I was setting up my DJ shit, and they assumed I was a veteran because I came in with my wheelchair and all that stuff.
My
So they started
Vietnam
bringing
hat
food over to me and
and,
stuff. And they're like, "Where did you
I
serve?"
wore
And
vest.
Yeah. Who would ever guess why they would think that? Before we go any further, welcome to the stage. Prince wants to show up with us tonight. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I don't remember giving permission for my songs to be sung by some chain-smoking Jew.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Oh, man, he got me bad.
Anti-Semitism.
Oh, he needs to make his bed. Make your bed, Husey.
Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it.
Do I
Make
need
your
to get
bed.
Prince
Jordan
back from the
Peterson out
dead. Wow. And he still doesn't.
Can't believe Stroke Job Adam has an opinion of the mud shark. Get real and on the hype train. You quarter hand job, you.
Quarter hand job.
Stroke job. Do not start that hashtag. Do not.
Get on the hype train, you quarter hand job.
How much
Jesus.
money was that?
$5. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Anonymous.
$5? Wow.
$5.
We love the super tips, guy. But by the way, guys, you can do. What do we have for options? We have Chad. We have KB. What are the other ones you can do on yours, Quad?
Yeah, we got Kevin. Yeah, KB,
Jake Hudson.
Stevie Lou, Chad Zumach, Stuttering John, and Jake Hudson. Indeed.
Nice.
I
Get
hope
away,
guys,
Chad.
come on. We love the super tips. We love that. I mean, if you're gonna be giving Melton money, you might as well let's make it work. Let's make it last. You know, let's do some super
If
tips.
you love pedophiles, you too should use the super.
I know.
Just
Oh,
jokes,
yeah.
folks. Just jokes. Come
With
on.
this look, I really should be hooking up with Melton, right? I mean, like that. I look like somebody that would be sharing thumb drives with Melton and
Yeah.
ESO and all the other pedophile
know ESO,
adjacent
right?
people.
You partied with
Dabbleverse.
these a few times, right, Dan?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Me and ESO, yeah, we'd go to Hackamania. He'd give me a thumb drive. I'd give him a thumb drive. It's all cool, man.
You need to just get a trench coat. Complete the look.
Get a duster.
Wow, trench coat. Wow.
Oh, and G Rob says Lemmy voice too. Did you decommission the Lemmy voice? Is she
We
still?
decommissioned the Granny Lemmy. We'll let Lemmy have it for her own stream. Granny the same. He's on. I think he's just on corn dip at this point. But yeah, I mean, whatever. They're not going to be over here full time anymore. So I just thought it might be good to swap them out with the other voices and let them keep their own copyrighted voices. No, I think I'll add maybe my voice if people are into it. Maybe I'll make that a poll question here soon. See if people actually give a shit if I have my own voice. And the other one that was brought up was Rochi, because he's on every Sunday. So he's pretty much part of BYB family at this point. So I thought about that. Plus, we'd have a British voice. So you could say very articulate, smart things. And when you say smart things in a British voice, it even sounds that much smarter.
Dude, the only people who sound credible in the Dabbleverse are the Brits.
It's true. True.
Sound like
Well, the
Frasier.
Australian guy, he sounds credible too. Maybe the Aussie guy.
Yeah, that Aussie guy. That Aussie guy. You mean Dean? Son of a bitch. God, I always do that.
God damn you, Quad.
You rat fucker.
We might have to get those pretty antisocial girls' voices. They're taking off. We get those two cows. Get their voice in there. That could be the
cows.
Whoa. Did I say that?
Whoa.
Oh, the redhead's cute. The redhead could get it. The other one,
We
not so
like
much.
the pretty antisocial girls. and
You
we
really
wanna keep
have
it that
to
way.
leave, Dan. Jesus, this is the no more Mr. Nice Dan. Jesus.
No more Mr. Nice podcast, sir.
Wow. Yeah, you should call it
I'm sorry.
Another
I shouldn't have
song.
said that.
Nasty Podcast Fuckface. Or
See, I don't like fatties. That's
We
what you
love
should-
fat girls here.
I like
there's
something you can grab
nothing against
onto.
fat girls. I've dated a lot of fat girls, so it's not a negative. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you're a
You
little
just
little
find her
plumper.
ugly.
Like back in college, you went pig hunting, or is that what they call it?
No, I've dated. You know, you go on a Bumble date and you meet her and she's a little rounder than you were expecting, and you're like,
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Nothing, dude. You know, I'm not gonna take you home, but I'm not gonna take you home to my parents, but I'll take you home to my apartment. You know, I got no problem with that.
And that's more cushion for the pushing. That's all
Hell
that
yeah.
is. Just gotta lean into it, buddy.
Why won't you bring him home to mom and dad? You're afraid
No,
she'll eat all the food?
I'm joking. Well, yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, they eat you at a house at home. It's like, you know, you got to tell your mom. It's like I'm bringing Susie over for Thanksgiving. It's like, oh, the fat girl. Okay,
No
we're
son of mine will be a chubby chaser.
gonna have to make an extra casserole for Thanksgiving. Dude.
Have to
You're
be
bringing
chubby
Susie
chasing
home.
Dan.
I don't think that's a cock. I'm just guessing. Huge Polish cock. All right, I do believe that's kielbasa, so I think we're good. All right, good. LOL, wearing an Under Armour shirt while being a fat. Ouch.
Wow, is he talking? I guess he's talking about me. 'Cause
Called
I
out
got
for
the-
being a fat. Is that true? See, we're talking about fat women that you won't date. Are you a fat?
I mean, I would say I'm slightly overweight. Maybe I wouldn't say I'm fat. I would say more of an athletic build. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely not skinny.
My mom said I'm husky. I'm not fat. My mommy said.
I'm a little husky.
I'm big boned.
I'm fat as fuck right now, dude.
It happens to the best of us, man. Come
Well,
on.
and we're at a place now where pussy inflation is so high, where your fat chicks are kind of like, you know, they've got more, you know, they're elevated now, where they've got, you know, with Tinder and Bumble and Hinge, they're getting hotter guys these days. So, you know, pussy inflation is real right now. So it is as good a time as ever to be a fat white chick these days. Like you can really make it work if
There's
you
plenty of
want.
simps out there. Yeah.
There's
More
plenty
cushion for
of
the
sin. You can
pushing.
get on there's OnlyFans that are, girls that are a little larger, and they get money. So like it is as good a
dude.
time ever. Thank you, KB.
Actually-
I also have a dad bod. Okay, I'll take dad bod. So thank you, KB. Yeah.
You have
Yeah,
kids?
a lot of ladies say that too. Like most of the, obviously, I'm not like the skinniest guy in the world, but also I've heard that sentiment from a lot of ladies that they're totally cool with the dad bod situation.
Usually,
They
if you're
like
too
it.
skinny and you put too much
good
effort
news.
into your body, that's usually because you kind of
Yeah,
That
you're a little
means-
flambe.
you
No,
spend a lot of
that-
time
you know
looking in the
what it means?
mirror.
That means you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. It's very got to like
Get-
behavior.
Real fat, handle it. What you
Handle
love
it. Look
handles?
fat.
Is that what you mean? Handle your love handles?
She doesn't
Grab
look fat
it.
at all.
Hold.
Even if Daychua
She don't look too
I
bad.
would absolutely date Daychua if I wasn't married. Daychua is she's got a great personality. She's very pretty, and
She's a pretty girl.
she's fun, and she's hilarious. So yeah,
She's tough for
there's
a
nothing
nail.
wrong with
too.
there's nothing wrong with big girls. Big girls need love too, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hurt on you girls, but
Fat bottom girls make the rock and roll go round. Is that what I heard?
Another
Adam?
song.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
by the way, fat girls have the prettiest vaginas. Crumb knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Vagina girls, pussy
What?
women.
What just happened?
Fat girls have the
You call
prettiest
my wife
vagina.
fat?
What just happened?
No,
on
no,
my
no,
show?
no, 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 no.
What's
You got
happening
some
here?
Any
No.
signs to back that claim up or what, man?
Yeah, okay. Not Crumb. Honk knows what I'm talking about. Honk knows. They're aesthetically more pleasing than really skinny girls. Real skinny girls have those vaginas that things start like falling out. There's not enough meat on the bone. But fat girls have really very aesthetically pleasing vaginas. Let's just put
You're
it that
talking
way.
about Arby's roast beef
You like
sandwiches.
fat pussy lips
just
like Jim Norton?
sideways.
He likes a big
Vertical.
puffy vaggy
They
hands.
look more. That turtle. What do you call it? Looks like the face on that Star Wars character.
I like a good vulva.
Jabba the Hutt.
A good vulva.
Oh, you're talking about pussy face?
Try one of
Yeah,
those.
Star
Pussy
Wars.
face,
Yeah.
Yeah, pussy
Pussy
face.
face.
That guy. Remember that
Oh, at the bar. Yeah. At the
Yeah,
bar at Buzz Eisley, the pussy face guy.
Right.
Pretty sure that's his
Fat girls have
legit
pussies
name.
just like that.
Hey, I'm Pussyface. Nice to meet you. That's how he sounds too. Zabo jibo babo bibo Pussyface.
Oh God. All right. Well, I mean, this makes you want to hear some crying.
Speaking
'cause
of
men
pussy,
will
perfect
cry,
segue.
Exactly.
Segue. Fuck.
Crying about disgusting,
Speaking of pussy
gross
faces.
pussies will make you cry.
I bet you Johnny can only get fatties too.
Johnny
Yeah, we
is
never
a
got to
deep
see
guy.
Cali Girl, right?
Yeah.
Like Cali Girl
The way
came out
Aaron was
and
talking about the
visited, we're not-
girlfriend, it sounded like it was a fat chick. The way you could see,
Totally.
like, yeah, she's nice. She's got. He was. It was so hard for him to say something nice about
Did
her.
you not see Johnny's wedding day pictures? Yeah, he had to sit on the girl's lap. She's that big. He's into the big one.
Should have carried him across the threshold.
Right.
No, I just the main thing I took away from what Aaron said about her was that she was an adolescent because she was a pothead. But we're surrounded by potheads nowadays, so get over it, you freaking dork, nerd.
You know, thank God Robert Kennedy Jr. is going to take care of our health. We can get rid of these fatties.
Right? Yeah, no more eating at McDonald's, you fat slobs. It's over. Your
Yeah,
time.
done.
Oh wait, no, that's right. He was eating.
There he is.
Pussy
actually like-
face. There's a pussy. That looks like a huge vag.
Oh,
It's almost
man.
like raised chin
It's
though.
hot.
I was going to say that almost had a Balchinian look.
Yeah, Balchinian. Exactly.
I'm calling that guy Ray from now on.
All right, let's play this shit.
I told him I didn't. They picked everything up and took it away.
Oh shit.
So again, I've never. All I would have had to be like is like, oh yeah, dude. Like I could have.
Yeah, one time I was at a restaurant and someone just
Your audio's muffled.
Hello. Is it a good
Better.
enough?
Yeah, it's right after you play a clip. It goes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
like modulated.
But wait a second, then it's fine.
But yeah, indeed. Yeah, I was at a dinner one time and someone paid for our cab. I'm guessing they did it anonymously, but I'm guessing it's because they assumed that I was a veteran, which is hilarious. But they never came and took my food away. They never were like, "Are you a veteran?" And then when I said no, they weren't like, "Take my food away from me."
They did it anonymously?
They did it anonymously. Yes,
Cowards.
indeed.
You think that Johnny was in there sneaking in, trying to get a free meal on the?
Nah, man. Johnny wouldn't do that.
He was wearing his uniform. He got from the uniform store.
His steel toe uniform.
And I was in the army or whatever, and I could have gotten a free burger. And I literally, like, it was the funniest. I laughed at it because, you know, you came over to a crippled person who's setting up his DJ stand to play music for the night, and you brought him food and you set it down in front of him. But because you assumed he was a soldier and he wasn't, when he corrected you, you took it away. Like, I think you should have asked that before bringing the food, at least.
Yeah.
If you're going to take it away.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying you're the true hero. I get it.
I'm saying I was the victim.
He's a chicken hawk.
Badgecap says unsubscribing from Johnny's show since he didn't vote. See, Johnny, not exercising your rights, it can cost you. It can lose you things.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't think Badgecap was subscribed in the first time. I've never seen that name in the chats.
Marble Arm says I was going to not vote also, but then I decided not to be a puss. Oh shit, dude. Marble Arms just called you a puss. You gonna take that?
Yep.
I think this
didn't
pissed
vote.
him off.
I guess I'm a pussy.
Brett Mack says if that family of limping blacks can go in and vote blue, sure as shit my white ass went in and voted all red.
He's looking down.
There was a blue vote that got through because you didn't defend us.
Which is hilarious because Aaron thinks that is exactly why he was crying about this the entire time.
And look at how smug Aaron's being, though. I do think that probably did irk him a little bit.
Indeed.
I really don't like Aaron. I don't like the guy. Something about him.
He's a fucking bully to his, like, this is your co-host. Why do you have to, like, get off on, you know, down playing, you know, piling on poor Johnny. Johnny is just like, he's a sad, crippled man, and you're just going at him, picking at him. Now I take it back. I thought before I was like, oh, what was Johnny crying about? Now I see it's like he is a fucking abusive piece of shit, Aaron. He is a manipulative, narcissistic jackass. And I don't know why Johnny keeps going back to him.
He's your friend. You're supposed to have his back.
Well, I must be in the minority here because I say, fuck Johnny. What the fuck, man? Grow the fuck up, bitch.
No, I feel
He's
the same way.
whiny. Yeah.
I can get down with that. I agree with your sentiments, Honk. Only because I am a cripple, so I can make fun of other cripples. I don't know if you have the same right.
Cripple card.
I'm not trying to make fun of the motherfucker, but you know what? I mean, we're starting to see these patterns with him. And you know what you could do instead of dealing with it like in a public forum like that? Just fucking leave. Go do another job, man. You know, go concentrate on your own thing and quit putting yourself out there to be ridiculed by this punk ass bitch.
But he does his own show, so he's not going to be stopping that anytime soon. He's into it, man.
Right.
He probably needs the money. He needs that $50 a show from him, probably.
How much is your self-respect worth, though? Yeah. How much is your dignity? What's your dignity really worth to you?
Johnny boy.
Yeah. I love you, Honk. You're so friggin' old school.
I'm old.
He's based.
Mr. Blue Sky, member for 10 months. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. You've been here since like day one, man. I appreciate that. Dejwa is funny for a dude, and she's a lovely lady.
Lady.
He's a lady.
I just want to see what a lady cock looks like.
Yes, thank you for that, Kevin. We appreciate that. All right.
Because it increased productivity.
Mobile as this asshat over here.
No, you're one of the heroes. We get it.
No, I'm not. Like, no, this pisses me off.
I'm just kidding.
This legit pisses me off. If the fucking medical system wasn't, hey, we won't help you, and the medicine is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and you can't afford it on your own, I wouldn't have gone into severe debt and gone up and down in health like a fucking yo-yo, and I wouldn't be in a wheelchair right now.
I'm confused. What do you mean? Like they didn't? Like
I mean, I worked like a regular person in a fucking kitchen, and I didn't have coverage because I didn't qualify for coverage. I didn't have medical care. Insurance companies wouldn't give me medical care because, oh, you've been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and you're a line cook? Fuck that. So I couldn't get medical coverage or any coverage I could afford. So I would work and get sick to the point where I would lose my job and go into the hospital and be pretty much medically hospitalized. I would then lose my job, get benefits from the county and the state, get medical treatment and coverage, rehabilitate myself, get back to work, lose that coverage because I no longer qualify for it because I'm working, and then be told, well, you can get workman's comp. So there you go.
Welcome to America,
this was
Johnny.
back before Obamacare, any of that shit. And I was, again, denied or extremely inflated prices on any insurance I would try to get because I had a pre-existing condition. That went back and forth for 10 years until finally I qualified through the state to get disability because I was ground down to a wheelchair. And if we simply didn't have that system, I wouldn't.
What?
That's why you didn't vote. MSNBC.
Yeah, fuck this country.
No, you guys, you motherfuckers are ruining it for me. I was ready for a clean cry, but you guys talked over. Yeah, you could already hear the whimpering. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I delighting in this way too much? The reason I said on the thumbnail and named the show "Boys Don't Cry" is because boys don't cry. Fuck up, Johnny.
There's no crying in podcasting, Johnny. Come on, you got to get it together.
Yes. Yeah, wait until the show ends and then
cry.
See, everyone's it's catching.
Dude, he just fucking stopped mid-sentence and just that's so weird. Poor guy. Does MS fuck with your brain?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
Yeah, it does. It kind of does mess with their emotions. In his defense, yeah, he's probably prone to breakdowns like this, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
kind of like old Vaggie up there, right, Adam? Vaggie.
Who? I don't know. I don't understand the reference. I don't know. What?
We're going to rename this podcast Vaggie Tales as long as you're my co-host.
Nice. It's got to be religious Christian based then.
Very, very religious. Yeah. No, just not the Jewish kind.
No, you gotta convert.
The right kind, not the Jewish kind. The proper kind.
Look at the smug look on Aaron's face. He's like, "Oh, I got him crying."
He's like, "Yeah,
another win for the toe."
He loves this. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, he gets off on this. He's probably got a little chubby right now, knowing that Johnny's tearing up over there. He's look at. Oh yeah, I got him. Got him
this
again.
Is gold. We got content now.
Yeah.
There's a word
this
for
is gonna get clipped. Yeah.
Psychopath? I think it's psychopath.
Maniacal.
Sociopath.
Sociopath, probably.
Yeah.
Narcissist. Yeah.
Manipulator.
Good sense of humor. That's what I would think.
Johnny is whiny.
Dude, I'm kidding. I'm trying to. It got really uncomfortable, so I'm trying to make it funny. Trying to make it light.
Trying.
Fuck this country, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's emotional.
We're gonna get. I want to see Johnny. I want to see Johnny turn off his camera. He turns it back on, and he's dressed like Nikolai Volkov. he's got like the Soviet hat, like the fur hat on, and he's got like the CCCP T-shirt. He's like Iran #1, America Hak Tui.
Ugh.
Hak Tui. What? Spit on that thing.
I want a Hak Tui on that fucking joke.
That's Hak Tua. Hak Tua.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't think he was saying he wanted to become. I don't think they have very good health coverage in the CCP. But all right.
Anyone, but to go on with Crumb was saying, anyone who's not a sociopath at this point, it's like, well, maybe we'll change the discussion. Moving right along, let's talk about the weather. You know, like you think he would try to like, but Aaron loves to lean into it. You know, he's like, okay, maybe I'll make a little wrestling reference.
Also,
to
Aaron,
going.
If you see, we've been watching him fucking talk about everything about his own personal life. So yeah, he can have no problem fucking unloading on Johnny's. You know what I'm saying?
He's just happy to have some deflection.
Right.
Something.
Yeah. He's drug every little personal thing about Johnny into. I mean, even with you, Nice Podcast Stupid. he got cussed out for going on another podcast to reveal his little secrets or whatever. But he had no problems with the Cali girl, like dumping on her instantly. So yeah, he wants this shit to happen. The Mersh thing, we're going to watch the Mersh thing. We're going to watch the Mersh thing next, just to remind us of how bad he felt for Johnny that day, too. You could see the monster smile on his face both times. He loves when Johnny falls apart. Maybe that's the reason the only person he kept was the crippled guy, coincidentally. Or maybe that's the only guy that'll stick around.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would. Nope, go ahead. It's bad.
Fun of them. I didn't make fun of him.
It wasn't Aaron making fun of me.
I thought we were having fun.
I'm just
with the
pissed off
thing.
with people that, like I said,
dude. I'm telling you right now, I get anti-Semitic. It helps.
It's not an answer.
What?
Yeah, you don't think so? You tell me exactly what your issues are, and I'll play the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, and we'll get it. We'll get it there. I bet you I can get it there. Is he? Here, name me a drug company.
No, what?
Crutchberg.
we're not. Yeah, Crutchenberg, Crutchenstein. Yeah, we're not anti-Semite over here. BYB, we're anti-termite, right, Adam?
They just hate the Jews.
Company you're mad at.
Semites
I can do it
out
in one step.
That's literally all of them. So
name the legislation you're upset with. I can find the guy behind it. I can get it in one step. Oh man! Someone writes in the chat. Day One Salt writes another win for the toe.
Yep.
I laugh away the awkwardness. Is what I do. You want to watch?
You ever notice whenever Johnny gets sad, he starts
Psaki?
Firing up weed again? Like maybe the weed, maybe cut back on the weed a little bit. Maybe the weed's making you emotional.
Does make you more emotional, indeed.
Psychosis.
Yeah.
You know the wine makes you emotional, Frank. That wine is.
Double down and tell us that we have to be more woke.
Yeah, if you're nicer to the trans people, you're going to win more elections. That's all you got to do. Dive Bar with $2 says, Johnny, sorry, I was just busting your balls. What? What's Dive Bar really mean? I don't keep track of who's saying what.
There was no like new boot goofing in there, and I don't. Yeah, whatever. I'm just tired of explaining it.
Was he mad at? Was he making fun of you for voting? Again, I miss all this shit. I just saw voting.
I don't know. I don't even remember. I texted you about this last weekend. I don't.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think it was about that. I thought they were just making fun of you for the voting thing. Because you said you didn't vote, and I thought they were just busting your balls about that.
I feel like Aaron's still needling him.
Yeah.
No, dude, he was sitting right there when they had the entire conversation. He just explained that he's really bummed out that the government wasn't there to help him out when he
playing dumb and
shit. Yeah, he knows exactly what was just said. But
he's doing the who, me?
Oh, you feel bad because you didn't vote? What? Fucking idiot. It's amazing, man. The dude sits right next to him every day. He hears nothing that comes out of his mouth. He only hears what he says. Anything that Johnny says, it's fucking, you might as well be talking to a wall, Johnny.
It's like a marriage where they just both talk to each other, but neither one listens, and they just go, okay, yep.
I feel like you don't hear me anymore.
You never tell me I'm pretty anymore.
Surprising, his marriage didn't work out, because that's exactly how his marriage was.
Right?
How long until he pimps out Johnny to Nick Recator or somebody to enters Johnny into a polycule to
Ralph?
That's
sends him on down.
Good. Nick
That's what I mean when I say I
shit too, though, isn't he? That fucking guy.
Nope.
Movie
He's my hero. My hero. He does coke, mountains of coke, with his kids. Doesn't have much to worry about. And,
doesn't do his
dishes. Out many ladies, still
keeps his mistress in the side house, and
living the life of a fucking rock star. That dude.
Seriously, man. 26 grams of coke in your bedroom, polycule. You cuck Aaron Imholt. I mean, the guy is living the life.
That's the exact opposite of my dream life. This fucking loser.
That's not the mark of your achievement.
No.
You don't want to be a rock star, Crumb?
Be slightly better than Aaron Imholt.
Law tube rock star.
Fucking degenerate piece of shit.
I was super invested in the Rittenhouse trial too. I'll just say it.
Oh yeah, I love law shit. I watch a lot of cop stuff and that kind of garbage. But that
I see how it is. You like watching black people shot dead in the streets by people like Derek Chauvin, right? The hunting black people in the streets.
Body cam videos online now are fucking gold as far as content goes.
Oh, they're great.
Plug your ears, black. Plug your ears, man. You don't want to hear this shit.
It's very it's a lot of
plug your ears when Crumb talks. Just that.
You're putting words in my mouth. I am not racist. I love the darkies.
Bad boys. What you gonna do? What they gonna do when Trump comes for you?
Oh, stop. All right. That was two bad ones. You're done. It's over.
Don't clip that or take it out of context.
Badgie's fucking up the show.
Like, I know other shit isn't going great and you're doing your best. You're doing a good job. But I wouldn't have pushed the voting thing if I knew that was going to be part of the. I didn't see the voting.
No, the voting thing wasn't it. I don't remember what switched it to that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't tell me, and I don't know.
He's like,
I don't know where it switched to that, but again, with the voting thing and just everything else, I don't know. I gotta go.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You come.
He's like, hope we do you. Oh yeah.
Do you think you'll be on at 2:00 today? We can plug that.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm docking your pay, bitch.
Anything, get in touch.
I'm sorry. God damn it.
Yeah. I mean,
do they prorate Johnny's pay for the day because you only did 2/3 the show? We're gonna, you're only getting $42.50 today.
I mean, he's going through a tough time. Like, I don't want to talk about Johnny and I's private conversations.
Yes, you do.
Yes, Johnny is having a tough time.
I don't want to talk about our private conversations, but Johnny's having a tough time. So yeah, all of this shit is adding up and weighing on it. Yeah, we can totally understand that. We can see it. That it's pretty obvious that that's exactly what's happening. It's not like it's a fucking mystery, Aaron. You reject.
He's going through a tough time. The man's got MS. He's got a fat girlfriend from California. He's got a kid that probably hates him. Of course, he's on your show. It's a tough time always for that fucking piece of garbage.
And nobody in that universe is doing well.
I get emotional. I'm gonna cry about it.
All right, let's see if we can detect that Aaron really, really cares about this. Let's see.
Johnny's got it rough, obviously, but if I would have known that talking about the voting thing was going to lead to that, I wouldn't have. I just thought it was funny because Johnny said I didn't vote, and I knew. As soon as he said that, I was like, the fans are gonna, they're gonna have fun with that, And then,
so how does he still didn't catch on to that? How did it? He still thinks it had something to do with voting. What a tard, dude! How can you sit next to the guy, hear what he said, and then you just automatically think that it had something to do with voting? He said just 2 seconds before this, it didn't have anything to do with voting. Literally just got done saying that fucking a minute before that little interaction.
Yeah, Johnny's really taking that election tough, isn't he? He's crying about Kamala. I think it's probably the debilitating pain and the fact that his body is breaking down worse and worse every day. That's probably a little bit more of an emotional thing. But
I never knew what a piece of shit liberal Johnny was. I'm really surprised by that. Wow, I was surprised by that reaction.
Kamala.
Yeah,
fucking Kamala.
I don't know. I think that says a lot more about fucking old AA Ron than anything. That he's sitting next to him. He has no idea what's going on. He probably doesn't really know much about his personal life, except for that he's doing bad, which anyone could have guessed that shit, dude. That's not a fucking hot take. It's pretty obvious.
Shit, that's one of his few buddies out there, and he has never watched Johnny's own show.
Yeah,
he's never appeared on Johnny's show. And his first question is not like, "Hey, dude, everything okay? Is there anything I can do to help?" And it's like, "Hey, so Johnny, you still going to do your 2:00 show today?" That's
read the room.
On Johnny's mind. He has zero empathy whatsoever.
No, the first thing he said was, "You think you're going to be on tomorrow?" As in still show in the morning. Like, his first thought was about his own show.
Hey, you need 30
No.
minutes. You want to come in 30 minutes late tomorrow? I'll let you come in late, a little later start if you need it, Johnny, to get some tears, get the waterworks going.
I would agree with that. That bitch don't need no fucking late start. Bullshit. Go cry all night.
Guru got it too.
Up in the
Johnny's
morning.
or Aaron's thinking, he's like, oh, I don't have to pay Johnny tomorrow. If I make him cry enough, maybe he'll take tomorrow off, and then I don't have to pay him, and then I can just talk about him and get the money. Yeah, that's what Aaron's thinking.
Get your ass in here. Laundry Room. Thank you, sir. Laundry Room became a YouTube member. Beep, 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 beep.
Hugging ain't easy. Laundry Room. I love that pug. Whenever I see that, I'm like, I like that. Is that the pugs? Do pugs have paws like that? No, I think it's probably.
I think that's a human hand.
Jenks.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know. He just looked really deep in thought. That's all I picked up.
I think that dog has got human hands.
I think that the pug is deep in thought.
He's pondering life.
Laundry Room is a good egg, by the way. He's a good egg. That Laundry Room.
Yeah, shout out to Laundry Room. Good eggs. Giroux, look at Giroux coming in.
Let's go.
What? Gifted.
Let's go.
BYB
Let's
podcast
go.
membership. Beep, 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 beep.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. That's right.
He's definitely the best rapper in the verse, though. You have to say he beats
the rapper
everybody.
verse.
No, the Dabbleverse. The shit verse.
Rapper hack verse.
You don't think
he's got some
Ray-
good shit?
Ray's
No.
put out Slam and Crap.
Yeah, what about Crack Amico? You don't like him, man? That guy's rapping. He's not really part of the Dabbleverse. Can't we call him Dabbleverse since he was on MLC one time?
Yeah, I would say he's adjacent for sure. I think Giroux would fucking handle Crack Amico like Zach Amico handles a basket of French fries. It's
Well,
gonna go
you
down
ain't lived
quick.
if you ain't listened to Little Mirror. Man, that guy's got some chops. He flat out puts it out.
Now, that's the funniest one yet. Good
Yeah,
one.
whatever happened to that motherfucker?
He died.
He gone.
Dr. Chow killed him. Dr. Chow killed his career.
Possessed his fucking soul, dude. That Chow is nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that guy either. Dr. Chow must have taken him out. That's all I can guess. All right, this is an oldie but goodie, as we can all remember. Old Mersh crushing Johnny's spirit, making him a broken man more so than he already is. But here we go. Oldie but goodie.
Wait, is that the Bad Luck Boys? Hold on a minute. Is that my merch?
Shout out.
Go to
fucking
channel.
BYB.
Is that? It certainly is.
Well,
Wow.
Oh, fucking drunk. He's still up at 5 a.m. Whoopity doo.
Whoopity doo.
Did you send a rant against someone with whoopity doo?
Yeah. Because, like I said, I've been working a lot and I am getting sick of people like, oh, this guy's not doing a good enough job. Well, who fucking gives a shit? I'm doing the best I can for everything I've got to do. I've got to do his show 3 days a week. I got to do my show 5 days a week. And now I'm DJing 2 days a week to make fucking ends meet. So how about if you don't like it, you don't fucking watch it? Oh, this dude sucks. Fuck off.
I'm giving away old bits and subs shirts today if anyone wants to throw in $20. Cleaning out the prize closet and I found some cool shit. Just wanted to.
Imagine letting
Just wanted
Mersh
to give you
get
guys-
you like this though. Like, just who fucking cares what Mersh has to say? Just let it. Don't. I go back and forth. I feel bad for Johnny, but he's got to you got to buck up, dude. If you want to be a performer, a creative, you got to be able to handle it. You got to be able to take some.
You're gonna have
Too
to buck
late.
it.
He can't. I mean, he'll be able to go on the show, but there's so many people that just don't respect him now. I don't think he can ever get it back. You're talking about the one time, yeah, we could kind of blame it on whatever, but he's developing a pattern of being a pretty good crybaby.
Aw. He the baby. Look at the baby cry. Oh, how cute.
We wouldn't be talking about him unless he was crying. He sucks at the podcasting game. That's just facts, Jax.
You don't watch Just Kidding LLC?
I think I watched it one time. Yeah. It's bad.
Something nice.
Balls and wieners. Okay, psycho. No, that's you pay $5 monies. You pay $5.
Did they pay 5 monies?
Dude, like I said, I'm getting fucking.
Just here, we're gonna let you vent. We're gonna let you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you leaving?
And that was great because he was
taking a break.
Home.
The
He wants to
shadow,
storm
the
off.
shadow
Those
of
of you
him.
who like the old
drag himself out.
Yeah, but what, he kicked the wires and fucked shit up on his way out, which was the funniest part, really.
This is only like what 7-8 months ago, too, right? This is
Not
that old.
I just love hearing Mersh talk about how he got Johnny a raise, which is true. He ended up getting a raise right after this happened. So shout out to Mersh for helping the guy out. Poor little feller. Poor little feller. Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have done that. You
Like
good
French
boy.
fried potatoes.
I saw a little bit of Granny in Johnny too, by the way. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. This is a little bit of a Johnny.
Just here, we're gonna let you vent.
Granny.
We're gonna let you. What are you doing?
I'm out of here. Fuck you guys.
What are you doing?
Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. I don't need this.
I don't need this bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys suck. I'm out of here. Fuck
I'm
this.
gonna go watch my stories.
You keep up on stuff. Good man. Exactly.
Are you leaving? You taking a break? Holy shit. For those of you who like the old school radio stuff, that was a moment. Thanks a lot, Mersh, you fucking dick. Bad Luck Boy says, I commend your work ethic, but you suck. He's gonna come back and yell at you again. He's gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron seemed really bummed out by that, right?
I don't think that steel toe basement is ADA compliant, Quad. I think I don't think there's the necessary things for someone with Johnny's situation. I think Johnny's got a lawsuit against Steel Toe there. Too many wires, probably not a ramp or anything. Not a safe work environment.
A place of employment like that downstairs. Yeah, well, he gets to zoom in every day now and make more money. So thank you, Mersh.
Isn't he notorious for, didn't he at the 10-year anniversary fall down those stairs going up the stage?
Exactly. Yeah, I think you mentioned that, right, Dan? That he was totally fine watching him crawl down the steps. Wow, we watched that video, and Aaron was on stage watching him crawl down the steps during the anniversary show. But also, they had that corporate gig. He said the exact same fucking thing happened there too, and he talked about it like, "Oh yeah, I just watched." I hate to watch Johnny struggle down the stairs, but
and if it was my co-host,
funny is what he said. It's kind of funny to watch. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
I'm a complete jackass, but if it was my co-host, the first thing I'm doing, I'm running over there to help them out, pick them up, let them lean on me. Aaron just sits there, just lets Johnny just do his thing, and that's too bad for Johnny.
Do his thing. Do you mean flounder, like flop around like a fish?
Like Magic Carp from Pokemon, just like a fish, just kind of flapping around
out of water.
He'll figure it out. He'll get down that stage eventually. Johnny's a tough guy. He'll figure it out.
Is he tough? He's tough.
Well, not really, but
he seems pretty soft,
pretty fragile. Hey, I was a little sarcasm there. He's clearly not that tough.
He's a tough man. This Johnny fucking retard legs. What someone said earlier today in NLO chat, soup. No, it was NLO. He said soup sandals. He's got soup sandals. I don't know what it means, but it made me laugh. That's all.
Keep fucking that chicken, Johnny. It's a tough man of a tender show. Keep fucking that chicken.
I don't know.
Dejwa, $5. The
Blame it
beautiful,
on the
lovely
lane.
Dejwa. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can sing it. Go ahead.
Crumb, you want to take that one over?
Oh, I can't sing.
Where's Adam? Where's Adam when we need him? He's supposed to be here to sing all the songs.
Blame
it on the lane. Yeah. Right.
I'm tone deaf like Mr. Blue Sky.
As you can hear, I am tone deaf also. Mr. Blue Sky is tone deaf? I thought he was a wonderful singer and not just a piano player.
Yeah, no, that's just me shitting on him for no reason.
very, very rude. Or is that just because you can't understand because you've got such a heavy accent?
No,
It's just like one of these
I love him.
foreigners.
I love Mr. Blue Sky. I just like fucking with him.
The singer's back.
He calls me gay.
Blame it on the lane. Let's hear it. Sing the super chat, buddy. It's you.
Blame it on the lame.
See,
how's that?
Did it properly.
Wow.
Yeah, that was all right.
That was good.
Back connection.
All right.
Pitch
still got
pitch
it.
perfect.
Yeah,
Pitch perfect.
you get a
Were you-
reprieve to the next one to see.
Were you in choir? Were you in the Glee Club?
No, they wouldn't have me. I wasn't good enough.
Anti-Semitic
Glee club,
Glee
you
Club.
mean gay club? Yeah, maybe.
I wasn't goy enough for them.
Cool. Goy.
All right. Actually, we do have a little bit more Johnny from today, like I said.
Johnny Sockets.
Yeah, a lot of people call him Johnny Rockets. I don't understand that one. He couldn't be any slower, as it were. Welcome back, Johnny. We missed you. Where have you been? Haven't seen you in a lot. Do you think people fuck with him?
What's up with his background? It's so busy with the chat on the screen. That's fucking... Isn't that like old?
River runs through it.
I'm not a fan of the video backgrounds. They're distracting.
Sorry.
Wait, that's not his real like backyard. It's not like that's not really that's a green screen. Is that what we're saying? That Japanese village in the
He
background.
lives in
of
Thailand,
Johnny's not
yeah.
real. With the koi fish pond in the back. That's not really Johnny's house.
Is mine distracting, Adam? I can change it. You'll be change it to something less distracting.
Oh no, that I like.
Okay.
That I actually like. I'm talking about the weird green, the one that he has. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like you said. It's too busy. It's like it just looks jarring and weird. Yours is an actual projector, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Crumb's,
chat,
yours is.
too.
I'm actually jealous of your background. I like yours, Crumb. I think it's very artistic. It's
autistic.
Autistic,
Very
retarded.
autistic.
It doesn't look weird.
But
like
Johnny's is very busy. It's very distracting. He's not framed very well. Like he's kind of like lunched down like this.
Yeah.
It's a little
Like-
too bright.
He's over here.
Yeah, he's like off to the side.
I'm over here
Very
now.
tropical. It looks nice. I'm a fan of the tropics, warm weather. Do you
You
think
also
it
think the
swings to
Compound
hotel?
Media Studio looks good, though, Derek.
It does. What do you mean? You don't think it does?
We remember we were talking about this with Jesse. We were talking about he agrees with that's like probably the one thing that Jesse agreed with me about, and I'm sure Dan could probably agree with me that Compound Media it looked fucking weird. The green screen, the way they shot everything, it just looked off.
It had an uncanny valley feeling to it. It
Yes.
was not. There was something not right about it. And they chose this picture of New York City that's not even like 4K quality picture. It's just like like if you're gonna do that, get like the most crisp, realistic looking picture you can do, and make it feel and then but they picked a picture and they kept it there. I'm sure it was E-Rock. He's like, yeah, this 720p resolution picture looks fine. You know,
Yeah, it's fine,
Meanwhile,
Anthony. Yeah.
the more you look at it, the more you're like, this just feels wrong. It feels off. It feels
It's just
cheap.
lazy because they could have fixed it. They could have made some little adjustment. They didn't need to pour $50,000. They didn't need to build a bunch of shit. You just need to do it right. Anthony's studio, it was not a studio, but his setup now in South Carolina, it looks fine. That's all that you need. You just need to do it properly.
Well, it's like they got that studio there in 2014 and they set it up like that and like never made any improvements.
Correct.
Everything about
ever
that shit
again.
at Compound Media was
2014.
half-assed.
Yes.
Everything they did was half-assed.
I didn't like that they put their mics on a table mic stand, and every time they would touch the table, you'd hear it. And Gino
And
couldn't
KB
help.
picked it up one time and threw it across the room. Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like every other podcast studio, they have it like, you know, like they have it come up through the table. They've got it like they bring like an
shock
electrician
on.
that probably does it. Yeah, they've got shock things.
Get
It
some
looks
lapel
so-
mics and just fuck. If you're gonna be a TV show, you don't need a fucking giant mic in front of you on the table. Get a lapel mic. They make those.
Yeah, lavalier mics or whatever. Yeah, the lapel mics.
Yeah.
And
They
these
could have
were
done so many
kinks.
other things.
These were kinks
Those
that
are
could
really
have been
coming big time now. They're sounding a lot better too. Those lapel mics.
Oh yeah, I got some. They sound fantastic. Sure, makes them.
These were kinks that could have and should have been worked out a lot earlier.
Yeah.
What are your kinks?
Fat girls.
Yeah. We already.
We already covered that, right?
Oh, sorry.
Tony the Tiger. That's his river of tears, indeed. H-Wa, a river runs through the river quad. Wait, I think you jumbled those all together.
The bridge on the river quad.
Yeah, he should have made it quad. Son of a gun. That would have been better. Sorry, Day 12, you missed out. That was your one chance. You'll never get another one.
Or she's saying quad. Like, there's some people they call queers.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's a way of saying a fagola. Quai.
Well, she always calls me Godfrey. I think she's stuck on that one. And I shouldn't have brought that up because now they'll probably start saying it again.
Quad fucker.
I just blew it. Godfrey. Oh, we will go into that. Jesus criminy, dude. I have not looked at his channel for a while. And post-election, that dude is like melting down about like the anti-white people shit, dude. He's on a terror of
Godfrey? He's such a reasonable guy.
No, like I think he literally wants to kill white people since Trump got elected.
No more Diddy parties for
He's
Godfrey.
super racist, that guy. Super racist.
Oh,
it's
we'll
all
put it
racism.
on this way. It's insane. I just popped through it today. I was just curious. I was like, oh, Godfrey, I haven't looked at that in a while. And it was like, holy Jesus, guy's lost it. But yeah, we'll see. If we got time, we'll go into that one too. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I've never liked that guy.
I never found him funny for one.
No,
plus,
not funny. He's a racist. He's
Yeah.
friends with Chad.
Man, I hate racism.
Yeah, nothing worse than anyone that's friends with Chad. That's like that is
enough to hate him.
Warning sign.
Fucking.
All right. So anyway, like I said, I just popped in. We're not going to spend much time on this. There's only a couple quick clips here, but yeah, Johnny talking about stuff on his show. Here we go.
Johnny might cry on stream, but he never ate. Dude, I feel like there's a lot of people who can make that claim that they've never eaten. I don't see how one has to be related to the other. I feel like you could be someone who's done that and cry on stream, and someone who's not. And again, the crying thing, like people are just like, aren't you like I'm sorry you are so embarrassed that when emotions override your body and your body just does something without your permission, like exude water out your eyes.
Oh,
Johnny, you're
bitch.
bitch.
Okay.
People that cry on camera, you're bitch made, bro. Come on, you gotta cut down on the waterworks. It's really unbecoming. I mean, unless he's doing it as a work. If it's a work, like the crying, like that's his like shtick now, like crying on cue, then that might be kind of cool. But otherwise, it's kind of bitchy.
I don't think.
Is he making any money? Is he making any money off the crying? That's the question.
Yeah, he probably is actually. I don't know. There's probably
Got more super chats for crying, right? I mean, maybe that's his. Maybe it's like if he does the "Woe is me, Johnny," maybe that'll get the dollars rolling in.
That's his
He doesn't have MS, and I'm not a cripple. Yeah, okay, we got it all. We see where you're going with this.
If you cry for $20,
gimmick.
If you cry for like $20 though, doesn't that kind of make you a whore? It's a form of prostitution.
If you're crying on someone's
This is better than showing your butthole for $20, but not much better.
Nude butthole.
Nude.
Do you know something, Derek? This reminds me of back in the day when I used to moderate for Aaron's show. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd make some hot Earl Grey tea, put on my favorite bikini briefs, and sit down at the computer watching the clock count down. Those were the happiest times of my life. I'd give anything to go back to that time when I ruled the world of steel toe chat, but life goes on.
I too go on my fingers.
I too go on my fingers.
Why was Stevie talking like Matt though? Very slow.
Can we put the chat reads on 2x speed next time?
No, we can't do that. Stevie, yeah, he does have the same cadence as Matt, doesn't he? Yeah, some people
Moody or whatever.
listening out
Get on
with
that. We got to get the Stevie Lou track sped up a little bit. That was
Moody.
That was
Get
painful.
on it.
Tweak
Well,
it.
it makes sense though, because Stevie Lou is a slow adult. He's a retarded man.
Agreed. Yeah, we all see him like coming to Spurgtopia and think he's gonna own everybody, and then everyone laughs at him and he leaves, and it's all like, what is this guy's deal? Can never figure that guy out. I thought he was a reasonable person at one point. He seemed like a reasonable person, but that time has come and gone, and now I understand why so many people can't stand him. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right, back to this little vidya. So sorry you guys aren't in touch with your emotions enough where that you could be okay with crying in front of people like a little sissy boy, a little pussy boy. Pussy. Oh, sorry. Wow. I did watch some Stuttering John today. I guess he's rubbing off on me. Well, I hung out with him for 4 months too. I guess that happened. I won't discount that fact. But yeah, so I mean, you're not in touch with your emotions enough, then, are you? If you're not capable of crying on stream and being okay with it.
Of course, I'm in touch with my emotions, but I'm also in touch with reality, and I would never cry on the internet.
Yeah,
well, on a YouTube show.
Fun of relentlessly, like a fucking lol.
Control yourself, man. Control yourself. You can be an emotional, person in touch with your emotions, but you can also be reasonable and not retarded.
Actually, I mean, Chandler did remind me too. I did totally forget that Stevie Lou not only was a mod for Steel Toe forever, but he also went on his show as a co-host a few times, like multiple times, as a matter of fact. Now that I remember, thank you, David.
Did you ever mod Steel Toe? I know Lemmy was a mod on Steel Toe, right? For a while, wasn't that her? Didn't she do that?
Yeah. She was a mod there for quite a while, but no, I never had any part to play in the Steel Toe boring show.
I think Michaela was a mod at one point. I know Michaela got into some trouble with both Melton and Aaron with her modding. She's an overzealous mod, is what we like to call that. I think her behavior.
Exactly, but she also puts out, so we forgive her.
Awesome, good for her.
Married ladies that put out. So cheers, Michaela, to you. she knows what I'm saying. She knows the.
Old C says Michaela has boundary issues. We love chicks with boundary issues. Those are my favorite kind.
Fuck yeah, we do. Boundary issues. Daytwalk Crumb, reveal your threats to KB. Yeah, we do. After this, let's get into that, because I am very curious about all that stuff too. That is in addition to all the Dan versus Kevin Brennan, we also had some Crumb news today I was unaware of. So Daytwa, the lovely Daytwa, who keeps up on all of this stuff, we will indeed get into that too. So we promise. Thank you, Daytwa. The lovely Daytwa. It just makes sense to say it that way. The lovely Daytwa.
Sorry that you're not in touch.
Huh?
I said it kind of rolls off the tongue.
It does. The lovely detail.
With your emotions. Boobs, says Amanda Huggins. Thank you, Amanda. Boobs. Once again, bringing us back to the important topic.
Yeah, just another little clip it, and then we'll move on. Wow, right on the button. Look at me. Good.
I'll hit it once. It all fucking slammed me at once. And I'll give you a little inside information about the inner workings of the Steel Toe show. Started taking my antidepressants before the show. That started that today. Normally I take my antidepressants in the afternoon. Now I take them in the morning. Is this about it? No. Not at all. It's about me taking my antidepressants. So that way I just don't even have to worry about being emotional. I didn't think it would matter because it's like in a 24-hour period, but whatever. We just boosted up the time.
So Johnny takes
All right,
antidepressants,
so we have
smokes
our first
weed, and he drinks every day. I'm pretty sure he's a big drinker too, if I'm not mistaken. But he's definitely big on the weed. Drinks a little bit, and he's taking antidepressants. I'm not a doctor, but maybe choose one and just ramp it back a little bit, Johnny. It seems like the drugs and the other things are not helping give him equilibrium, so to speak. You know, I had to make a decision. Like weed to me, as I've gotten older, I'm like, it doesn't do it for me. It makes me lazy. It makes me slightly paranoid, but not like overly. But it's like you gotta like pick something and do it in moderation. Like he should just, if you're gonna do the antidepressants, get all that other shit out of it. Stop smoking so much weed. But I don't know. What do I know?
No, I mean you're onto something there, especially when you're on like brain pills like antidepressants and shit. You're really not supposed to be on that shit, as far as I know. You're not supposed to be smoking weed, drinking, any of that stuff. But as we see with how many of the people in the Dabbleverse that constantly do that, Stuttering John, Ray, like everybody seems to be on some kind of pills for your mental health and taking drugs and drinking. And yeah, as we all know, it's not good. Nope. Back to Johnny, bring it full circle. I did find it a little weird.
Audio
is taking his antidepressant right before he goes on the Steel Toe show. He almost said it like as if he has to do that just so that he can make it through a show at this point.
By the way, I think I heard some potheads in the audience's feelings with my anti-weed stance.
They'll come at you.
Trust me, come on, bro. Weed makes you smarter.
I was just smoking
I used
a
to
bowl.
smoke weed every day for like a decade. So so anybody in the audience, don't tell me about fucking weed. I know plenty about weed.
Chill.
It's fucking cool. Weed. It's fine. There's a time and a place for weed, and it's okay if you want to do weed, but at some point, you know, no offense, Adam, but people grow up and they start to kind of wean off of weed. You know, but if you want to do it. I'm not a weed fan. I don't like
Ween the band because you said
Ween. Ween's all right.
Don't get too close to my fantasy. You had to say it.
You actually know a Ween song. I don't know.
I couldn't name a Ween song. I'm neutral on Ween, so I'm not the right person to ask about Ween. But
yeah,
Adam
knows way too much about Ween.
I wouldn't. I played with the Weens. Have you ever seen It's Pat? I wouldn't have known about them if it wasn't for the It's Pat movie.
There's a big Ween fan in the chat, I believe. I think his name is Live Ween.
Live Ween. And he doesn't like you calling out that he smokes weed. I love potheads that get all defensive. Dude, it's from the dirt, man. It's fucking natural. It's whatever. It's like
God has made weed.
Weed is fine. There's nothing wrong with weed, and I hope that they legalize it everywhere. And I hope people that want to smoke weed, they smoke all the weed in the world. But there's downsides to weed too. It's not fucking perfect. So anyone that tells you that it's the best fucking drug, man, it's the greatest. It makes you a lazy fucking do nothing, sit on your couch and play video games and eat food all day guy. So don't fucking come at me telling me how great weed is. I wish I could go back and have smoked a lot less weed than I did. It's a fucking it's a waste.
If I could turn back time.
Now cocaine, on the other hand, cocaine's cool. I would do cocaine all day long.
Hey Dan, show me where weed hurt you on the puppet.
Weed touched me in places. Yeah, it touched me on my bum. But yeah, weed is like there's nothing wrong with weed. It should be legal. It should be you should have the right to go buy it at a store.
Smoke it whenever you want.
Smoke it whenever you want, and you should be able to walk around downtown city smoking your weed, whatever you want to do with your weed pipe. That's fine. But these people that just make it their whole identity is weed, like you're a fucking loser. If weed is your whole identity, you're a fucking loser. Come up with something else about your personality.
So you think that people who shop at Hot Topic are losers?
Loser. We're gonna whip out 1099s now, live wean.
Yeah, no bank accounts.
You
That's
want
all.
my
Just
W2 live wean? Did I get a little sensitive spot? Oh, he doesn't like me be calling out that he's a pothead. Oh, you want to take a look at how much we paid in
you
taxes,
fucking
live wean? Will that
stoner.
make you feel good? Will that make you feel good to you're a pothead? Oh, I'm a successful pothead. I smoke every day, but I'm still successful. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'll whip out my fucking W2 any day you want. You want to see my tax return? Let me know. Let me know what your email address is. I'll send it to you. I'll black everything out. Okay? We can compare. You want to whip out dicks? You want to whip out fucking financial dicks? I'll whip my financial dick out for you. You're a pothead. You're a fucking loser. Okay? So you can say whatever you. Oh, dude, pot makes me so fucking creative, and I play my fucking music better. And oh yeah, you're fucking awesome. You're awesome because you smoke weed every day, and you got your weed cock right up against your fucking mouth all day long, and you come on and you type whatever you want to type in the chat, and you're so smart and you're so witty with your fucking weed. Yeah, you're awesome. You're so awesome. It's so great that you're a pothead. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that your whole personality is built around Ween, a fucking semi-okay band, and fucking smoking pot, having pot go in your lungs all day long. You're so awesome. Oh my God, I wish I was as cool as you, live Ween. You are the best.
I think you need some weed. Yeah.
Oh, baby, you
need a little bit of weed.
It's a bad time for me to ask for a pot break, Derek.
I just smoked a bowl, bro.
Everyone's like,
I'm
hey,
high right now.
Hey, Derek, I need a pot break. Mullet's bringing me down here.
Yeah, you're bumming me out.
I don't have that clip, Big Black. I think that's OJ.
Smoke weed every day.
What do you do as a hobby, maybe that you're passionate about? Not weed, obviously, but like maybe you got something, just something you like.
Oh, you did? Yes, Stevie Lou's fuming. You got him. You got him off.
Oh, now I'm Stevie Lou.
Wait, Stevie, in here? Hey, Stevie.
On the marijuana thing, because I do kind of, to some degree, I heard some people saying like, as far as marijuana, you can read all about that shit. But marijuana, if you have psychological problems and they're kind of like hidden in the background, if you become a pothead, it can like bring it to the forefront and actually give you like psychological issues just from
totally.
Maybe it definitely happens from
it's a proven fact.
Can like set off your psychological problems that you never knew you had. If you're like on the edge.
You know what
I
I
just
heard?
don't like when people make it out to be like it's this magical, perfect thing in the world. It's not perfect. It's there's nothing wrong. It's no worse than alcohol. Like alcohol has its downsides too. You're not going to go out probably and shoot up a fucking school because you smoke too much weed. But if you have psychological issues, you have anxiety, you have, I don't know, responsibilities like your family, like taking your kids to the fucking to their stuff. Maybe you don't want to get high all day. Maybe you put down the weed pipe and take care of your responsibilities.
No.
Can't you do both? You can do both. You can smoke weed and still be responsible. I think where you're getting off is you're saying you can't be responsible if you smoke weed. That's where people get a little annoyed.
I'm saying people that make weed their whole identity, the people that are every 5 minutes they got to get the weed cock to their mouth, and
You lose sight of your motivation, definitely.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not telling anyone what to do with their life. I'm just saying it's not like it's not infallible to be a fucking pothead. Being a pothead is not like the most. But
it's all natural, man.
It's so natural, man.
Dude.
Smoking weed is not a crime.
It's not a crime. And like I said, I legalize it. I've smoked. I have gummies every once in a while to help me sleep or whatever, or edibles. They're fine. I have a
hypocrite alert.
I'm not against. I'm not anti-weed. I'm just anti-pothead. I'm anti making it your fucking character.
I see what you're saying, and I agree with you on some levels for sure. Like you're not wrong, but I think
guy's an asshole.
Fucking Chad, god damn it!
You know what I heard? I heard that people who smoke marijuana listen to jazz music. Fall in with a bad crowd.
Yeah.
Listen to piano,
jazz music aficionado. He's hanging with the wrong
you're
crowd.
starting to sound like Chad, though. Actually, that's what it is. I think that's what is annoying me. Chad-esque argument of. You even said weed cock. That's a KB reference. So.
Again.
Yeah, MLC. Yeah, okay, that's what I was going to say, Dan. You're creeping into the MLC argument.
Here's a good. Speaking of Kevin's,
you're actually agreeing with someone, and his name's Kevin Brennan.
Real quick,
stand marijuana.
Speaking
Same.
of Kevin's, a good example though against weed, and I can
Good
agree
point.
with Dan here. Kevin Smith. Look at what weed did to fucking Kevin Smith.
He's a Johnny Crutches on anything. He goes on. He does selfies crying about stuff.
The fucking eyes, dude. The selfies, crying.
I
And then
think
he
that's
ended up
more of
quitting
his
weed.
liberal.
Fuck you guys. You're
douchebaggery.
just not in touch with your emotions. You guys aren't half the man Kevin Smith is.
Because he's a
Kevin
shit lib. He's
Smith-
just so he's of
Yeah.
course he's going to be pissy eyed because he's a shit lib,
But he
right?
quit
Yeah.
weed, like made a big deal out of it, and he wrote this big essay about how weed really did like start kind of an emotional downturn in
Hey,
his
did
life.
you
And
read my
the
essay?
quality of his movies, he even admits, really sharply declined when he started smoking weed.
I mean, his movies were shit before he started smoking weed. So
It
I
got
don't know.
worse, though.
It's a.
I was a fan
Mallrats?
of
Are
him.
you
It got
serious?
worse.
Come on, Mallrats.
That's the only good one.
movie
That's the
ever
only
made.
Mallrats and
Yoga
Dogma.
Hosers?
I
Have you
like
s-
no.
Dogma.
But that's what I'm talking
No.
about. It went from where
Mallrats was
you didn't like it, but it went from like critically acclaimed to where it just was like even his biggest fans were like, "What the fuck is this?" Like Yoga
Dude,
Hosers.
the
Tusk.
Walrus movie. Yeah, Tusk.
Yeah.
That was just stupid.
But what do you think about that, Dan? Kevin Smith?
Like I said, I liked his early work, and then now he's unbearable.
Are we doing
He's
movie
Doesn't that
reviews
support your argument about the weed
Yes,
thing?
yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah, absolutely. He's a good example of someone. Unfortunately, the
Okay.
shit lib is probably the bigger problem.
What
but
about
yes.
Joe Rogan then? He's a very successful pothead. How can
He's
you
a
say?
right-wing white supremacist.
Oh,
True.
Miss
But I
Pat
don't-
likes him. Miss
I
Pat
don't think,
likes
but
him.
I don't think Joe Rogan is smoking pot all day long. I think he's selectively smoking pot, which is fine. Like that's
Not true.
There's
not
nothing
true.
wrong inherently with smoking pot, or even having it part of like your character that you play when as an entertainer. But if you are somebody that like, I'll give an example. Here's a good one. What's this? Speaking of Jews, who's the comedian there that's all about smoking weed?
The Jew comedian. Wait.
Doug Benson.
I know this.
Doug Benson. There's one. I was thinking
Seth
of
Rogen. I
the
don't
one
know.
from Superbad. Yeah. Who's the
Oh,
one?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen is the
That's what
perfect example of weed, like just making
Yes.
making you a fucking loser. Like he's a
Uh,
45-year-old or whatever, and he's all about the weed.
I know
and-
what you're thinking.
Yeah, but he makes money off of that. He's selling weed
But he's in
products,
the,
so he's
he's
got to
in
Oh,
do
his
that.
Drone.
ashtrays are so gay.
Yeah,
but he's
But he's
really
smoking
fallen
too
off
much-
because he's
Smoking
so
too much
one-note.
weed turns you into a.
Beta.
Because I tell you why.
Beta.
You can tell that they're like low testosterone betas, dude. It has turned them into that.
say
Your
that
audio
to
was
Mike
fucked.
Tyson. Say that to Mike Tyson. He grows weed. He ain't
His
beta.
weed is really good. I've had that Tyson bud. It's really good.
Oh, I thought you said Tyson butt.
I know.
You
I,
see that
should-
Netflix special, that live event? He saw his butt on there.
I saw it all over my fucking Twitter feed.
Yeah, we know what that was. That was a humiliation. What do they call that?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Humiliation ritual.
Because he was at the
Ritual.
Diddy parties, so they had to show his ass on Netflix.
What did you guys think? That was totally fixed. Actually, I have that brought up.
Of course, it was fixed. It's all
Terrible.
anybody
It
that
looked
I
real
feel bad for people that gambled
fixed.
on it. Like if you gambled on that, like
No,
It was
you had
always-
to know going in that was going to be fixed and shitty, dude. Like I know what you mean. It does suck if you're like, oh yeah, I think this might be a real fight.
oh, I think Big Mike's gonna fucking knock him out in the fourth. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If he was ever gonna knock him out, it would have been at the beginning, and you could tell he was holding back. He wasn't gonna. There was a
I
couple
was
of
reading
times where he even like
somewhere-
short armed the punch. I mean, it's so fake. It was so.
This
flawed.
is the one I haven't pulled up.
Tyson was paid like $20 million for this fight, wasn't he?
So he was going to be paid $20 million to go 8 rounds. Very specifically in the contract that he signed, that he would get paid 20 to do 8 rounds.
He barely made the last
So-
couple of rounds. Like you could see,
But
like,
they were
just
saying-
letting him just hang out and just like.
They were
just
saying
bounce
if he would have
around.
knocked him out, that he would have made less.
Yeah.
So somehow that they convinced him. But okay, so
That's
if you think
crazy.
that this fight wasn't thrown and you don't think that Mike Tyson can fuck people up still, you can see right here where he laid off the most obvious knockout punch. Hit right, like he was. Paul leaned right into the most knockout punch that Tyson has, and this is what he did. You don't think like he would have fucking put him out cold, and instead he just short armed it.
Yeah, and Tyson's not smart, so he knew he couldn't really hit him, so he did that bullshit.
Right. Because if he would have even hit him partially,
Would have been like Pat Dixon hitting Gino right there, like that. You're gonna have to get the jaw rewired after that one, because look at he has no defense right in front of his jaw, and Mike's
mouth
like
open, mouth wide open. He was fucked.
Mike Tyson in his prime would have fucking put this guy into the shadow realm right there.
I think he would have put him in the shadow realm right there if he wouldn't have just pulled the punch.
Yeah, he'd do it right now.
And in next Monday for sure. So that's. I knew it was rigged when I watched it, but yeah, you watch some of those back, and it was like, dude, that's ugly.
There's a bunch of those too. That's the most glaring one, but there's a lot of fucking ghost punches in that fight. It was pretty fucking gay.
Shit, the hardest that Paul got fucking hit was at the bitch slap at the weigh-in.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right, let's get into the KB stuff, but before we do.
Fuck KB. What?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's the deal with you, Crumb? Because he called you out on the show today, and he said that you've been in his DMs threatening him lately. Is that the real Crumb?
Complete lies. I never threatened the man. If telling him I told him he jumped the shark, and I was telling him he sucks. So if that's threatening, then he's a pussy. Well, we know KB's a pussy. He fucking talks a lot of game, but then when someone actually confronts him in real life.
Hey, wait, Crumb, you sent him an email to let him know he sucked?
No, DMs, on Twitter, DMs, not email. I mean, technically it's electronic mail, but yeah, no, Twitter DMs.
Yeah. So how did he construe it as threats? Did you say you were going to kick his ass?
No, I never said anything other than your show sucks, you shouldn't be paying people, you jumped the shark. Nothing like ever threatening.
Oh, why don't you think you should be paying people?
Because that's stupid. Why would he's paying people $300? He's paying Chad $300 or $200, whatever he is to be. No one pays people to be on podcasts. No one does that.
You goddamn right we don't.
Yeah, like he's the only one that does it, and he thinks in his mind that you have to do that because people go on Letterman or the Tonight Show, they get paid. That's
well, he
his
thinks of it's like a stand-up comedian where you're like, oh, you get, you did your set. I got, you get $25 or your $50 or whatever. It's like a very old school way of thinking.
He's paying fucking Mr. Kill Everything. What? I mean,
but at $200, I don't think so. I think he was doing like 100 a show or 150, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a hundo. But I think he pays more.
Did he pay you when you were on?
Maybe.
Well, then you would know how much does he pay?
$7,500 for low tier people like myself.
Yeah, you're like a tier B guest, unfortunately, Quad. You're not.
F. I'll take it all. I understand 100% when you say.
Wait. People in the chat are saying I'm jealous. Part of my DMs is I told him you don't have to pay me. I wanted the link. Yeah, am I jealous that people get on the show and he's sending it to fucking retards? Sure. Did I want to get on? Yes. Am I jealous of that? Maybe. No offense, Terry. But one of the email or DMs I sent him was, you don't have to pay me. I'll work for free. You're paying people for no reason. Like, if you just want people to come on to yell at and hate, why are you paying them? I'll do it for free. That was my argument.
Shut up, Shades Cow. Fuck you and your mud shark stuff. How dare you bring the mud shark over here to my little area of the universe? You keep your mud sharks to yourselves.
Guru, you should go on with Chad, or have you gone on with Chad? I bet Chad would have him on and probably pay him to go on the show with the let's go.
I mean, long story short is I never threatened KB. He's a fucking retarded person.
Damn. Based on a conspiracy theory. You're getting
nice
rough.
Conspiracy theory.
Beat me up. Beat me up in here, homie. Yeah, I mean, I will admit I'm lowest possible tier to go on any show. I get that. I think he probably pays Chad like $200. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If I was to guess, it'd be, I would say $150, $200. I wouldn't even. Maybe now it's a little different because Chadley's fucking crushing it, and I think that Kevin Brennan's not going to like that for very long. I'm just. That's going to be an issue here.
He's concerned about other people's money. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah. I mean, those two guys are always counting other people's money, right? That's their job.
But that's not. I mean, to me, it's whatever. I guess I just sound like a jealous guy.
Everybody read that and suck it.
I feel bad for the people that like worry about what Kevin thinks of them. And well, Kevin, I can't go on this other show because it'll get back to Kevin. It's like if you're gonna let Kevin dictate what you fucking do in this thing, then you're bitch made. Like you're not built for this.
I agree.
You should not give a fuck what Kevin Brennan thinks about you.
Fucking fag.
Ray, yeah, I mean, poor Ray is, he's retarded, regarded.
Ray.
He's got the TBI, the brain thing. But anybody else, don't listen to Kevin. Oh, I got to ask for Kevin's permission. There were a couple people like I was going to have on my show. I got to ask for KB's permission first. I'm like, really?
Yes, Liam, Mr. Kill.
Oh my God, you fuck! I'm not going to name any names, but that's really pussy.
Mike Bichetti, and Ray. That's it. All those people would ask for permission.
You know what I'm talking about, Quad. You probably have asked the same people. They're like, I got to ask KB. I don't know how this is going to go over with KB.
Exactly. Yes.
I don't want to hurt the money train. Such a puss. And KB likes that. He gets off on that. That's what gets KB hard at night, is knowing that he has control over these fucking stooges that he brings on the show.
Yeah.
Because it's stooges. Liam is a stooge. Stevie Lou's a fucking stooge. Snorcerer's a stooge. Felicia's a stooge. They're all Mike Buccetti, bless his heart, he's a stooge. They're all stooges. Chad's probably the only one I'll give a pass to because Chad he's got something going on a little bit beyond the stooges.
Your whole argument is out the window when you said that at the end there, Chad.
Right, this guy's an asshole. Yeah, Chad was a stooge from years back though with KB, wasn't he?
Chad is a stooge in a different way. Chad is a stooge but he's figured it out.
Bless your heart.
Chad doesn't need KB. Chad's doing better than KB right now. I mean, if you guys are paying attention, he's probably making as much more than KB is right now. So,
are you the one buying Chad views, Dan?
Yeah, I paid $300 to boost his views so that he gets 600 views every show. And I also Kim and whatever Johnson on the Shuley network. I also Josh and Kim Johnson, KYM Johnson.
Well, man, it's an investment in the DWO brand. You got him wearing your merch. Are you in the $100 fucking
I'm not on the
Patreon tier?
thing. I bought memberships. I've supported him, and Chad has been a good friend of the show. I'm not going to sit here and badmouth Chad. Chad's been good to me. I like Chad. I've talked to him.
But I thought that we were going to see the new and improved Dan that doesn't have any alliances.
No, I can be bought off.
Idiot.
Don't get it twisted. Everybody has a price. I could be bought off. If you want to buy, you want to promote me, you want to wear the DWO hat, I'll support you. But I'm going to also call out fucking stooges, and there's a lot of stooge behavior going on in this shit verse. We haven't even started. We haven't talked about Carl, Shuley. There is, even Melton. Although at least Melton's doing something somewhat entertaining. There's just a lot of stooge behavior. A lot of people that have no integrity. A lot of fucking losers that all they do is grift. They don't care. They don't have it. They don't care how it comes across. Carl is. I haven't even started on Carl. One of these days, I'm going to go in really hard on Carl because he is a fucking clown. A clown and a half. What his shit going on, but I'll just staying on KB. He loves the stooges that he can control, that are never outshine him. It's like a president with a vice president. You always pick the person who is never going to outshine you, never going to look better than you, and you have control over, and you dictate to whatever you want them to fucking do. And then they get all nervous. I don't want to hurt KB's feelings. I don't want KB not to send me the link. Who fucking cares about KB's link? KB is so fucking done. His show is on the downslope right now.
I would still take a link if you sent it.
I wouldn't do his show in a million years. I have no interest in doing it. That's fine, and I don't begrudge someone, but I'm not gonna play that fucking game. He just wants to wrap you around his little finger. He's a washed up, former comedian. He's got, he's probably the most, successful of anybody in the shitverse, but that's not saying a lot. You're dealing with people who were, interns on the Howard Stern show, and you have other people who are Kumia ball washers, and then you have other people that are open micers that are 55 years old. The quality quality of personalities in the shitverse is not very high. The bar is not very high. So If you wrote for Saturday Night Live for a season, you're probably number one in the shitverse. In terms of the Q rating. But KB, hopefully he learns. Hopefully he maybe reevaluates what he's doing and maybe takes a step back and says, you know what, maybe the super chat machine, super chat machine goes whir. I get shit faced. I turn on the stream at midnight and I snipe what Melton and I sit back, or I send out the link and I sit back, and then I have the potato come on, or I have Felicia come on, and I don't say anything, and I let them say whatever the fuck they want and take over my show because I don't care, and I just count the super chats because Borgo sends his $100, Gustav sends his $100, the legend sends her $100. They fucking talk about the most boring shit in the world, and you sit back and you count your money, and you're 64 years old, and that's fine if that's what you want to do.
Now you're threatening KB because this is what I said. So you're threatening him now.
I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys take over. I'm fine with it as long as I get my 20,
Quad.
40 bucks.
I'm the stupid for you, Quad. So it all works out.
As long as I get my $50, you guys say whatever you want. I don't care. You're my Felicia. You're my Felicia, Dan.
Let's take a poll. What are our thoughts on Felicia? I don't want to
take a poll. I'm not a lady.
lying fucking C word.
She's a crazy person. Yeah, and that's the only reason. This is what bothers me about KB too. The only reason he has her on is because he's got a problem with Pat, so he has this crazy bitch on just to fuck with Pat. That's
proxy war. He does it to get under Pat's skin. It's so obvious, and that's fine. He wants drama. Wow, Pat.
There was a picture all right, I don't like to denigrate people's looks, but there was a picture she posted on Twitter, and she has the hayest hair, like hay hair. She looks it looks dry.
Yeah.
It fucking
She doesn't use any conditioner in her hair.
Yeah. It's
or
awful.
Any product.
I almost feel like
Scarecrow hair.
Chrissy Mare with that hay hair.
Right? Oh yeah, the two of them together. It's a
Chrissy Mare and her horse face away from the hay.
But the only problem I have with Pat is that, oh my God, it's Axl Rose.
Look at that bony fucking face of hers. Cheeks.
Wait,
she's got like the hardest characteristics of her face. It's all like
I think
bony.
Cardiff's kid said it best in a chat the other day. Felicia looks like the dude who played Quicksilver in I don't know what the name of the movie is, but it's fucking. No, not that Quicksilver. You old.
The one
bitch.
that they wrote out of the Marvel movies because he was so fucking horrible.
I think it's in the X-Men Days of Past or some shit. I don't know, but it's like spot on.
Call me an old bitch for that.
Dude, that's Quicksilver. That's a great movie. That's a fucking.
It made me want to tip. It's the only reason I ever wanted one.
Yeah, I wanted to deliver packages in NYC. Yeah,
I still want to deliver packages. Hey, ladies.
That scene where he saves all the kids. That's the one where they're blowing up the Mr. X's school, right, for the kids, and he's running in and saving everybody. That's actually probably one of the better scenes in some of those X-Men movies.
It's a great movie, but when she posted or she chatted that, it's all I can think of now. When I see that bitch, it's just she looks like that guy. I wish I knew his name.
She looks a lot like David Spade when he was young.
There he is. That? There it is.
Yeah.
Quicksilver.
No, but that's the thing. Like Felicia looks more manly than both of the fucking Axl Rose and that. Dude.
Yeah.
So either way, she's still bigger. Maybe she's weighs more than both of them combined. Who knows? 200 pounds. That's a lot.
But she also seems like a complete psychopath. I mean, her and Pat have been broken up for how long? And that's all she can talk about.
It's going to be 2 years in March. They've been broken up. And she went on KB the other night, and she spoke about Pat for like 40 minutes. She didn't talk about anything else. She's waiting to do like an opening set at some comedy place in Springfield, Missouri. And all she comes on and talks about her ex-boyfriend of 2 years for an hour. It's like, get over it, bitch. You're fucking psycho.
Well, that's a good example of what you were talking about, Dan, because he allowed her just to come on the show and take over because Kevin's pissed off at Pat at this point, and you. So he'll let anyone go off and rant for like 30, 40 minutes about the people he hates. He loves it, so he's in for it. But her shit is so boring at this point. Nobody gives a fuck about what she's talking about.
No one.
It's way more interesting listening to Pat say like, call Kevin Brennan's wife what? A big, fat, ugly word? I don't know. That shit's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. You know it pisses him off. You know that pisses Kevin off. You know it fucking gets to him.
Yeah, it piss me off if someone says shit about you. Even if they're right, you're still pissed off, you know?
Yeah,
Your wife.
exactly.
Yeah, you throw bananas at wife and kid ears or something like that. Them kids.
Yeah.
Even
I would never say anything like that personally.
B Smiley has a
Me
great
neither.
comment.
Like everyone else
They were
doing
only
it.
together for 6 weeks. Like,
What?
imagine dating somebody for 6 weeks and the fucking crazy bitch is
talking
going on
about it for
YouTube
2
and talking
years.
about you 2 years
Right.
later, saying
That's
how abusive
right.
you were. It's
He
fucking
said
insane.
it's blowing his mind when he found that out. It just blew my mind. I thought they were together for a while, like getting married type of like shit.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, nuts. What a crazy bitch.
Funky Bronco, I do not know his wife's name.
Yeah, because
starts
that
with a Z.
going back, circling back. Zuli Beth.
Zuli, I think.
Zuli Beth. Yeah, actually, I mean, we'll be getting into that here in a second, too. Actually, I mean, if we have any fucking time left, because we're a bunch of gabby sons of bitches. That's what happens when you get a bunch of hosts of shows on a show together.
We all take over the show, each one of
Everyone
us,
wants-
right?
We
Fucking
are,
yentas.
and we're all addicted to the days of our Dabbleverse, the soaps.
Yeah.
We love it. We're a bunch of gabby gossiping
stories.
whores.
Yeah, we're doing our stories tonight.
We're
But
just-
yeah, so back to the not being able to get these people on shows because they have to show allegiance to Kevin. Some of these people also are not getting paid now by Kevin because they go on other shows for free, which is really fucking weird because like the Liam guy, especially Mr. Kill Everything and Liam, they're more than willing to come on the show, even though he's not going to be paying them anymore because he's like, yeah, show me the Venmo. Show me the Venmo. If you're getting paid on those shows, then I'll pay you on this one, but not till then. So he's like, yeah, fuck you people. So it's even worse than just showing allegiance. It's like, if you're not getting paid on the other shows you go on, also, I'm not going to pay you. So he's got some really good rules that work out in his favor.
Yeah, they're very obscure rules in his mind only. Like I was saying, the paying thing. No one pays. You don't actually have to read the super chats. They're called super chats. It's a chat.
Yeah,
it's part of the chat. It's not super read me on the air.
That's what they should call it.
It's a donation. Yeah, it's
Rolls
a,
right
it's a
off the tongue.
gratuity.
Yeah, it's
not
to
a-
be highlighted
you're
in the
not
chat
concept.
so the other
Go
chatters can
watch
see
Tim
you.
Pool. Go watch Tim Pool IRL show. He doesn't read any super chats, but they're coming. If you watch the chat, you'll see them flying in there.
Yeah, a lot of shows don't do it because it's
Yeah,
not.
they
That's not the
wouldn't be able
purpose of
to.
them. But someone told him you have to read every one when he started doing this shit. So that's his,
Oh, God, it's like they
Well,
told
that
him-
is the show now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pat
that is the
Dixon-
show.
They told him Pat Dixon couldn't come on the show. He's so fucking paranoid.
Yeah, he doesn't know the rules.
Yeah, he is so fucking paranoid at this stage.
He's an old man. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he retired his life with a real job of being a working comic, traveling the states, telling Louis C.K. that he's got cancer. He can't open for him because he has cancer. That always blew my mind too. Fucking Louis C.K. is fucking asking you to work with him, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna pretend like I have cancer.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I remember that story myself.
Blue Sky has it perfectly. He's a gatekeep. Kevin KB wants to gatekeep this. He wants to have this semblance of control. He's that's why I said he's greedy. I hate gatekeepers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gatekeepers in this little shit verse.
Oh,
I
you're
fucking
right.
hate gatekeepers.
Are you gatekeeping the gatekeepers?
Mr. Blue Sky is very intelligent. He always has the right takes, in my opinion. Just
We're
saying.
not losers.
We're making any money.
No, we're not.
All these losers, they don't make any money. What a bunch of fucking losers.
You're a loser.
You're a loser.
But I am a loser, so when people tell me that, I'm like, sure, cool, I know.
Adam Goldstein,
Right?
Radiohead.
Down, down,
Fuck
down,
Radiohead.
down, down.
I'm a
I'm a
loser,
loser,
baby.
baby. So why don't you kill me?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Adam.
All right. Yeah, we can move ahead. Maybe show some clips. I got clips, man. This is the amazing Dan. I don't know.
Oh,
The turn.
Turn, bitch.
I mean, let's just be honest. That is the best intro Doom has.
Yeah,
I mean,
It is. It
just
really is.
make sure
This-
it's said at this point.
We're watching you guys. Watching you guys.
Yeah, there's Dan the man right there.
This is
Damn.
like this is turnception right here, right? A turn within a turn.
Oh no, you have no idea.
Turn.
Yeah. Here in a minute, we'll be watching the Inception of Inception, which I mean, you referenced that shit when you were talking about it. Like, we got people watching today's show from yesterday's show, where they're watching themselves watch this guy watching that. It's like it's gotten so retarded. That's where we're at though. In the
We're
Dabbleverse.
recycling. It's good for the
Dan, I mean,
environment.
I just want to say it, man. Like, a shout out to you that you did a 15-minute fucking tirade, and it's all worth listening to and hearing. So, not very often you could speak for 15 minutes and it all be very relevant. A lot of people say stupid shit and get called out for it in 15-minute clips, but rarely do they make like very good poignant, takes. So, congrats on that.
Yeah, this was good.
All very relevant and good stuff.
You've got people like Kevin Brennan, who
Someone's been working out.
does his show every fucking day at 4:00,
Bolt.
and then he does his Saturday night show. And there's a lot of crossover with the audience that I have. In fact, I've been in the chat in there, and that's where a lot of the audience I've built is. There's a lot of crossover there.
Oh, you stole your viewers from the chat at MLC? Wait a minute. Wait a
People
minute.
definitely picked on this part of me. Oh, yeah. You think Kevin was doing this on purpose to fuck you over? And I don't really think that. I mean, I even say I'm small potatoes, but yeah. There's definitely crossover. I think there's crossover with all of our shows, right? I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of how it works.
We're all a bunch of barnacles.
You said that somewhere in there about like not saying the word Dabbleverse because it gives you douche chills and like you hate saying the word, which is funny because I should have just been saying.
I've never liked the term Dabbleverse.
I know, but still, at this point we don't really have anything else we can call it, so I don't know.
It just
We're kinda
sounds gay.
stuck. Our little verse. But yeah, I like this little last tirade about Shuli too. That's the other one that I'm not the biggest fan of Shuli, so I'll leave it at that. But your take on
Anti-Semite.
Shuli was fucking spot on, man.
Anti-dentite.
Yeah, it has to do with the J thing. Yes,
Just
A
jealous.
lot of these people.
a little bit.
Yeah, Shuli Shuli's the lowest tier. Melton is also pretty bad. I mean, Melton is like a more entertaining but equally pathetic Shuli, I guess, if you could say it that way. They're kind of two peas in the pod.
So you see the Uncle Rico show just as a as Melton doing the steel toe.
They're both very
Sounds
one
very
note.
similar.
They focus on this. They focus on one thing and they deconstruct it. For me, I just the Stuttering John stuff just does nothing for me. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would be upset. I mean, he's a loser. Okay, great. He's a drunk. They focus on just. So I mean, he's not really doing anything all that interesting, at least to me. Now I fixate on other things, so maybe I'm not the best judge of that. But
John's
it just
bad
doesn't
now.
Doesn't interest me.
He's fucking boring now, and I used to cover him ad nauseum. He was funny 2, 3, 4 years ago. Definitely. Not now.
Debatable.
Yeah.
I'd say he's never funny, but
I mean funny, as a lol cow. Let me clarify.
yeah.
So I think this is a question. To
I don't watch Melton. I don't watch Shuli. I just see what the clips
you.
are.
You got enough of a taste to make it a informed opinion. I'm assuming that's what you're getting at. You watched enough.
I
of
watched
it to know what
clips.
you
I love Doom. I love Stalin. I love Misery.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
watch
did
all
say
the
that.
shit. I
You
watch
watch
all
all
the
the
clips
clips.
everybody else does.
Right.
So
Nobody
I
watches the whole show. Nobody.
Yeah, I think you said that in there too. Nobody watches 4-hour shows. I
Of
don't
what?
watch.
Of
I like
Melton?
a lot of these guys, and I do not watch anybody for 4 hours. No one.
Thank God for the fucking Clippers.
I'll watch a whole Melton show. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
I enjoy
rarely.
Melton.
Not like every single one of them. You don't listen to every single one of them. Maybe
Depending what time it's on in my
You
schedule.
didn't make it through the win by 2 election day marathon quad.
Who the fuck has time?
I woke up and I came on. He was still on. I was like, dude, are you still going?
24 hours.
I hung out with Pod Awful in their Discord and watched that. So whatever.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you were there.
I did an oddball fucking evening. Yeah, I didn't really want to hear anything like mainstream at all. So I went with the show that did no mainstream anything, just made jokes of it the entire
I didn't
night.
want to hear anybody's commentary that night. I just wanted to
Yeah.
look at the data because
Awful
nobody
didn't
knew shit.
cover anything. So it was
Everybody's commentary was crap. All the models were fucking wrong. Sorry.
I watched MSNBC. It was fantastic.
Well, it was fun once they realized he was going to win and they
Yeah.
were fucking crying.
No,
that
that's-
was wonderful.
So that's exactly what I did. As soon as it looked like the Trump was going to win, and I heard that, and or Apple News started fucking throwing it in my face. Actually, that's what happened. But yeah, then I went and checked in and watched all the melting down.
Once Polymarket had him at like 90%, and then it just kept going up. It would go up.
Once
like
I saw he
percentage
won
point.
Georgia and like Pennsylvania, then I was like, oh, time to go look at the View
Once
or
he
whatever.
won Georgia, it was pretty much. It was obvious what was going to happen, but it was Wisconsin that did it.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, Pat Dixon going fucking off. He was on my show. He's on his show over there on Rumble. I don't know that Kevin Brennan actually tunes in over there. He might. It's possible. I know he watches a lot of stuff, but that's kind of why I had Pat on my show. Was like, hey man, just come on. You could start it on fire. I don't give a fuck. You can use my show. I'm not a huge fan of MLC anymore, so I mean I watch it, but I'm not as much. I don't like Kevin Brennan as much as I used to think I did. But yeah,
I used to, but I still do.
I used to good.
Dan.
Pat, how are you?
Good, man. I hear you. I listened to your show the other night, and you were talking a lot about MLC, and a lot about a lot of people. You don't really like that many people, which is great because there's really not that much to like. And yet, all that stuff you don't like, sometimes you can find. I mean, obviously, it's entertaining to discuss anyway. I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think what I've realized now in my short time doing this sort of whatever it is that this is it's good to just not like anybody, or at least like people on different levels. Like.
Right. See, I mean that makes you kind of sound a lot like Chad. Dan is very similar to that. Is the whole I'm a rogue fella, like a shark don't
lone
swim
wolf
in pool.
It can't be all good or all bad, right? Everybody loves a good anti-hero. You want to have a shade. You want to have the gray. You want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? You want to be kind of in the middle there a little bit. You do have people that like you, half the people that hate you. Or
I want everyone to love me.
Keep Buff Bagwell, like as someone said in the chat before. Maybe that's
you struck a good balance, Dan.
Thanks,
Did you say Bagwell or Fagwell? Shagwell.
I'm only here for the love that I receive in the chat.
Yeah.
That a boy,
They're
Crumb.
so nice.
That will end.
They never started.
I have no reason to hate you, Pat, yet until maybe the end of this episode, and then maybe I'll change my tune. But no, it's I tried to do the good guy routine, and let's be nice to everyone, and then I realized it's kind of like George Costanza said. If I do the opposite of whatever it is I'm telling myself to do, that's the right thing to do. And so it's no more Mr. Nice Guy anymore. I think it's just no friends, no alliances. I'm not looking to make a career out of this. I'm just looking to have a few laughs along the way, and let's go. Let's fucking roll.
Most of us aren't. It's a good thing too, because money is. Look. Welcome to Rumble, by the way. So it's no one.
You have more
Wait,
viewers
was that
than
a
the
White
other,
Claw?
Rumble person? No, it's a Starbucks.
All right, good,
double
good. 'Cause
espresso.
Oh.
you don't want to be called a gay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a badass. I hate everything. Oh, by the way, here's me drinking a White Claw.
I mean, I drink White Claws, so I didn't want to call you out, but it's gay.
No, so yeah, I do like that take, man. As far as I don't know, I've probably been kissing ass way too much since I've been doing podcasting. whatever.
I mean, it is hard sometimes when you get onto a show and there's people you might not like, but then you're actually talking to them and you're like, hey, it's nice to see you. I mean,
Right.
it
I did
happens.
that with Tom Gully on a show, and I was being nice to him and shit. And
Yeah.
actually, on election night in the Pod Awful fucking Discord and whatever, I'd had issues with him before, but he came in and he was being all like nice and didn't really talk shit to me. And I was like, all right, man, fine. I'll move on then. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then the next chance he had, he was talking shit. So it was like, fuck. I should have taken my chance when I had it and just gone off on him, but instead I did not. But whatever. We'll just move on because
fuck Tom Gully.
Yeah,
Tom Gully radio show.
Seems like pretty much everybody hates his guts. As far as I can tell, I think the Pod Awful community has fallen back in love with the guy. So I don't know.
Joey C thinks the world of him.
Yeah, well, they should work together because he's a professional broadcaster, and the only thing Joey C cares about is hanging out with professional broadcasters.
I never heard of that dude until I was on the Jack Shack with him, and I just thought he was another fucking loser like myself getting the link. And
well, he is, but
turns out he's a radio guy.
He did stuff, but he's still a loser like the rest of us. He just thinks he's better than us. He won the David Letterman like fucking merit award, so he got like a scholarship by winning some David Letterman thing, and I think he's
out of here. Really?
Yeah. That's
oh man,
check it out, man.
And he's been coasting off that for the last 30 years.
Yeah, correct.
David Letterman impersonator contest, and now he's doing shows with Bob Levy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so well, he's got a credit better than fucking anyone else in the Dabbleverse, I guess. Fucking David Letterman.
I mean, other than maybe
relevant.
like, whatever. We can name off the 5 people that probably have more credits than him, but other than those.
It was a bad joke.
Detroit, $1.99. Thank you, Detroit. The lovely Detroit. Can we get Honk's take? What's your take on MLC? What's your take on making relationships and blah 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 with other podcasts, or kissing ass, or not kissing ass, or all the above? What is it?
I just MLC I've not watched really in a long time. I might stop in for 10 minutes, but I can't stand Liam. I just cannot stand him. I can't stand Chad. Ray, I love Ray, but boy, he is a tough watch. You just end up banging your head against the wall because he just frustrates you. Yeah, there's nobody. Felicia, what's the reason to tune in for? I mean, when he's doing his little solo rants off of the super chats and shit, it's a shitty show. It has really, really gone down. So I'm not much of a fan of his. No.
KB said something in the chat today on MLC. She's like, yeah, I just like Ray's. I like his shows when he's like really high and drunk and high on edibles. And it's like, I started thinking about it. It's like, yeah, those are actually kind of funny when he's just like all fucked up and just being dorky Ray. But it's still a hard watch even then. So
yeah, it's typical, man. He just. Nice enough guy.
He's a totally different guy. Like, so when I started going on his show and doing them all the time, like everything was firing on all cylinders. He had like the Shuley backing, he had the MLC backing. He like everybody was in his corner, loved him, going on his show was actually kind of fun back then.
Right.
And Dr. Chow and Chad started fucking with him. That was interesting. Then Win by 2 caught on and started doing it. That was fun. So he had beefs. He had all kinds of shit going on, and it was fun. And then, now he's like a sad little puppy that's been beat too much. He doesn't.
He's like, I'm not in the Dabbleverse. He said he's at.
Took his manhood from him. I think.
Yes, partially.
Yeah, that hurt him. But this is the problem with Ray is he won't fight back, and he's like, "I'm not in the Dabbleverse anymore. I don't want to talk about the Dabbleverse." Like, but dude, that's all you got. Like,
and then
you could
bring Joey C on the next night after he says that.
Yeah.
No, he knows like so a perfect example is when he has like famous comedians come on his show, and you would think people would tune in to watch that stuff, and nobody Go look at like the numbers he got for what's her name, Bonnie McFarlane, or some of these other comics. Like nobody gives a fuck when Ray gets like some comedian on. They're like, yeah, this is boring. We want Ray. Like I noticed that too when I would go on his show. They don't want me there. They want Ray to themselves so that they can pick on him, fuck with him. And I would realize that it was like, oh, they're coming after me so hard because they don't want me here. They want him to themselves so they can fuck with his head. Because if I'm there, then I'll be like, no, ignore that. Like that's bullshit. Ignore that chatter. But whatever. Like when he's by himself, they can trick him into stuff. So
well, goddamn, you got to give Ray a little bit of credit. I mean, shit, his own mods come at him harder than hell. You know?
Yeah.
And he just
Beloved Chat. Gun, they fucking crucify him. It's hilarious. Actually, Beloved Chatter's the one, man. Like,
they're ruthless on him.
I was a Ray mod. He took my wrench away, though.
Well, you and Northwest Ken trolled him, so.
No, we weren't trolling.
Well, you didn't. You didn't troll. Northwest Ken did.
Well, yeah, Kenny fucking definitely was blocking the chatters, but it's I got lumped into that, but I've been on his show a few times. It was great. It's a fun time to be on Ray's show. But you're like you said, it's ran out of steam. Choo.
How many times has he kicked you off camera, Crumb?
Oh, a bunch. He doesn't. Ray's an idiot. It's basically what it boils down to. Poor guy. He doesn't listen to advice either. I love Ray, but like he should lean into the Dabbleverse, but he's trying to go away from it. That's you could be making more money off it if you lean into it. Like Chad has. Chad, he says he's not in the Dabbleverse either, but he's got what 1,500 views a day. It's pretty good for a retard.
Is that what he's getting now?
I mean, I suspect he's buying them, or someone's buying them for him.
Really?
Chad, I think most of Chad's success is basically Dr. Chow's fault right now. He's the one that's doing all this for Chad. Chad has no idea what he's doing.
So all the graphics, all the drops, all the audio, all the clips, everything is Dr.
100%. It's not him. It's not Chad. It's someone else.
Chow is definitely feeding him information.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. You know?
Yeah, somehow Chad, he started you're repeating the same line people say about me, and I'm like, that's exactly what I get in other places. This is not an original Chad thought. It's definitely someone that was telling him about, like, you got no job, you got blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, okay. You're a retarded person. No thoughts of your own, Chad. And he's got a giant fat neck.
He's TMZ, man. People just bring him the news. They bring him anything he needs to know. He's got people out there working for him, man.
He's he's retarded.
Okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
I mean, I can't.
You gotta be careful about that ableist language on YouTube. The YouTube censors don't like the R word.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Regarded, I think, is the way around that.
That's what I meant. He's well regarded.
They're highly regarded.
Yeah, in the handy, capable,
high functioning, regarded people. Regarded.
That's my bad. My bad, Claude. Sorry about that.
And of course, you did not bug Kevin whatsoever, Dan, because he only spent 20 minutes on you. So obviously, nothing you said got into his head, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, clearly, I'm a nobody. I'm just a guy just screaming into the ether. So
that's what he said.
It definitely didn't affect him at all.
Yeah, it didn't bug him, not one bit. Nothing you said. Yeah, like you said, you turn on the super chat machine and then you sit there for a minute and then you turn it off and you go away. That's it. It's pretty simple. You just gave him content. You just gave him something to talk about, Dan. That's all you really did. Because he just wants something to scream and yell about for 3 hours, 2.5 hours. And
in my mind, this is better than getting the link. I'd much rather have him talk about me for 20 minutes than go on his stupid show and sit there for 3 hours and get $100. Like this is to me is more valuable. It's more something to be proud of than sitting with him and
trying
to laugh at his jokes and all that for a couple hours.
Yeah, and at the end.
Time.
at the end of the interview or the show, you end up liking him, and then you're called a ball washer, and everyone's like, "Ah, you fucking phony bitch."
Yeah, then I'm a stooge. I'm a ball washer because that's what he
Mhm.
wants. He wants to create ball washers and have. Then then you're in the cult of KB. I don't want to be in the cult of KB. Like I'm not interested. Like I'd have a beer with him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a funny, cool guy. Like it's nothing personal at all. I just think his show is fucking dog shit right now. That's all.
I hope none of this is personal. In my opinion, from where I stand, none of this is personal. I don't know these people.
Yeah,
personally.
Fair enough.
Well, that's the thing too. Is a lot of people think like, oh, these are your friends, and like, oh, I go on this show, and then they go and Quad's my friend, and Honk's my friend, and Crumb's my friend. I'm like, no offense, you guys aren't my friends. Like, we're acquaintances online. You seem like great guys. Like, I would hang out with you in a heartbeat, but you're not my friends. Like, we don't have any connection. If I never talk to you ever again, it's not going to hurt my feelings. If you call me a piece of shit behind my back, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I don't care. This is all a game. It's all just kabuki theater. It's just it's fun.
I mean, I am here to make friends, and it sounds like you're not going to be one of them.
This guy's an asshole.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, good point,
I have
Dan.
met a few people that I would consider friends doing this stuff. But,
Yes, I
it's
agree.
Far and few between. I don't know. I got a handful of friends out there. I love them.
Dan's making good
but
points,
I do
though.
know what you say. No, what you say is true. You're not going to
Yeah.
go on a podcast and hang out with someone for a couple hours and be their friend. That's
Yeah.
not how life works. That's in real life. At best, that's an acquaintance. If you just meet someone and hang out for a couple hours.
Joey C, that's where Joey C gets all of his friends, is people he's met online and done shows with. Joey C's best friends come from this community.
Oh, you're obsessed with Joey C, though. That's
I
your
know.
problem, Honk.
I'm
You
sorry.
love that food of God. You love that Joey C content to the point. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm bad.
I'm obsessive about a few guys myself. I get it. I cannot stop checking out the fucking steel toe guy. For some reason, that guy is the most interesting thing in the world to watch. And it's not for good reasons. Not one of them is a good reason.
Train wreck.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's hate watch. I hate watch a lot of these shows. Chad and I don't hate watch MLC though. There is a love that I had for that show at one point. It's just weaning.
I would say when I went on there, like back when I started going on there, it was a totally different show at the time. I believe.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's evolved in so many ways in just like a year.
Yeah, that's what it is. It was like I went on there the first time like a year and a few months ago, and I would say that it's totally different from when I went on there.
What happened, Quad? How come you hadn't been back? You guys had a falling out?
No,
on this thing or something?
no, me and Stevie Lou had our falling out, and that was a done deal. That's a wrap.
Yeah, because Stevie told KB probably like you're a fucking bad actor, so you're blocked forever.
Probably lies and everything on top of it. So yeah. He's probably, that guy's a doxer and a murderer and a fag and
yeah, and he can't even move his toes.
Yeah. He said he wiggled his toes, and that's a lie. He's a fucking liar.
He says he's a quadriplegic, but I see his hands moving. He's a liar.
Jesse was saying that too. He's saying that you're a fake quadriplegic and that you're actually paraplegic.
Right. Yeah, fair.
Exposed.
It's a matter of opinion, a doctor's opinion, but an opinion.
Are you stealing crippled valor?
No, I didn't.
You're
do
only
it.
half crippled.
He does it all for the handicap placard. That's fucking involved.
For the
You have
handicap
no
spot,
idea.
the handicap toilet. He's
the
faking it all for.
The
all the
parafather
extras.
doesn't
One
have
day.
a ring.
I'm gonna quit walking. I'm just gonna sit in a wheelchair for the rest of my life and fuck it all. I'm done. Give me that
Easy.
bitch. The problem with the placard is, guys, it's not as great as you would think, because all the fat fucks take up all the good spots anyway. They take all the spots right up next to the front.
They've really lessened the requirements for being handicapped these days. Like,
if you're fat,
obesity
you got
is a
migraine.
handicap. Being autistic is a handicap. I probably could get a handicap spot at this point.
My father was perfectly able to walk. He had this kidney disease for a few years, and he got a handicap placard. Man, did he fucking milk that thing.
Never gave it up again.
It's 100% true. I remember he would always be like, "I'm going to use my handicap placard because I can."
Adam, I'll let you use it when we go out together. When we go to Market Basket together, we can use my handicap.
I love Market
spot.
Basket, but seriously though, that's not that far from the truth. But we would get so many dirty looks from people, and like old women would walk up to me and go, "Is your father really handicapped?" And I'd be like, yeah, technically yes, but
yeah, he's Jewish."
He's got one of those Jewish diseases.
Who has like the nerve or just the fucking whatever to go and ask somebody if they're fucking handicapped?
Are you really handicapped?
Yeah, she was being a little bit of an old biddy, but at the same time,
I feel like saying it all the time. No, like I see totally able-bodied people jump out of their fucking vehicles like they got a spring in their step. They're all pumped up and ready to go. They walk in nice and fast, and it's like there's nothing wrong with this person. They are just an absolute piece of shit with a placard. That's
it's
what
like putting on a neck brace for court.
Yeah,
it's that level of scummy.
You have a valid argument for that. You could question people. You could, but not anyone else. Like people that ask it. I don't know. That's crazy.
Just be like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" Just throw it out like normal conversation. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? What's wrong with you?
The only handicap my daughter had was entitlement.
I try not to talk to people in public if I don't have to. So going up to someone unprovoked to ask them a dumb question to me is ridiculous.
Just get away from me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, this was crazy. KB watching himself on John. I was confused watching this.
I mean, yeah, I alluded to this earlier, but indeed, Dan, one of Dan's major complaints in his little rant was the fact that we're at the point where we're watching like 3 days worth of content in clip form, where it's like Inception of, I'm watching him, watching me, watching him, watching me, watching. It's like,
who's watching who?
Jumped the fucking shark, man. It's gone one step too far. That's a fact.
Jack.
But yeah, so this is from today on MLC. I had to clip it. We don't have to watch
around,
much
drinks
of it, but
beers.
it's amazing.
Him and they'll throw a key away. Maybe give him 20 years.
I don't give you 20 years to live, that's for sure. Chemo.
So, yeah, just to watch it jump back and forth, like, because, like Kevin.
Weird to watch this. Like, it just,
it's fucking bizarre.
Who's talking? Dude. Like, is it KB1, KB2, John 1, John 2, and then John 1 talks, and then KB2 like, it's
too much.
Confusing.
But yeah, just watch it for a minute because it blows your mind.
Bobby.
Oh no, John, who has 40 beers a day?
That'll be it.
This guy's the worst. John can't drink.
I'm the worst. Why you watch? If I'm so bad, Kevin, why do you gotta watch me over and over again?
I don't. Every other show I do. And I bounce around. I watch Sleepy Today for 20 minutes. I'm going to watch him and Gina till the end of time now. I can't believe it. I can't believe how compelling Gina and Bob were today.
Fucking loser. You tell me Neil's brother.
Oh, no, Neil's brother. Oh, no. The stuttering loser called me Neil's brother. Ouch. John, let me know when I get a job. Johnny boy, you got a job, Johnny boy.
Does that say the Adderall behind him?
Those $2 super chats really do not add up.
Adderall, that's hilarious.
Due date, Johnny boy. Hey, legend.
Adderall.
Hey,
that's
Leo Gunn,
that's hilarious,
can you
dude. I
guys
never
send me
that.
some super chats to stick it to Shuley and Brennan, and so I can eat dinner. Can you? I'd really appreciate it. Drink all his fucking protein shakes before the show starts?
No. Can you eat your crackers before your show starts? Huh?
Busted. I'm a busted.
They both have points.
You douchebag. Hypocrite. These people really can't.
He used to have a hypocrite shirt, so
spit it out.
This is confusing. It's like they're together.
Spit it out.
It's so confusing. I don't know who
Oh
was talking.
shit, Johnny
what's live.
boy!
Yeah. No, I just thought it's amazing.
Oh, I love it. Keep playing.
Yeah, no, I like it.
The depths of Inception that we're in at this point is
It's like we're on a
amazing.
Discord show with 19 people.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to watch their faces to see which one's talking because it's hard to figure out.
Oh, Johnny's gonna lose his motherfucking mind now. Oh, Johnny boy, I just hit the goal. Thank you, Leo Gunn. I just hit the goal.
Seem to understand this is supposed to be entertainment. I don't know. I would never fuck with anybody's fucking house. That's for damn sure. Yeah, Pinky. Did I go on his property?
Oh, you got me on a technicality. He got me on a technicality. He didn't go on his property.
Did I
You
go
went
on his
to it.
fucking property?
Why is Fred Flintstone so mad about that? He didn't even know it was his property, and huh?
He looks more like Barney
He's
Rubble, though.
renting. So it's not even technically his property. And I think John was worried about nefariousness.
Yeah, but Dabble.
So he's like, you know what? I better check the state because I think in Las Vegas or Nevada, it's a don't ask, don't tell state. So if you
That's the best joke I've ever fucking heard in my life, dude. I'll be honest. That was that could not have been an accident. He knows stand your ground law. He has to know that. So I thought it was fucking hilarious, dude. Stand your ground, like as far as Nevada is a stand your ground.
Yeah, it's easy to get a gun out there too.
Yeah, it is.
Nevada is not California.
I don't know. Maybe not Clark County. Maybe that's an issue. I don't know about Vegas. I don't know the laws, but I know Nevada generally is very open carry.
I used to live there, and even Clark County, like Vegas, they're pretty lax as far as cities go with the gun laws.
They're lax,
but they're super democratic. It's like one of the most democratically controlled counties in America
with guns. Perfect mix.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
It's not L.A.
Yeah, they couldn't stop that fucking shooting at the hotel.
Mandalay gay. Right.
What is that? What is this we're watching here?
Yeah. So this is Stuttering John today. So this is the point we've gotten to is where he really is. You guys said, what was her the wife's name earlier? I said it. I'm not going to say it again. Zuli. Okay. Oops.
Oh, is this when he talks about Zuli having sex with
That's KB's wife?
Yeah. This is his
Supposedly she cucked him for some doctor at the hospital she works at. That's the
kind of
the
a nice
rumor
butt.
that people are floating around.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm not
right.
I'll rip on
you
KB
were
for the
on.
show, but I'm not going to rip on his personal life.
Wait,
I don't know any of
say
that.
that again.
Man. You were there at the crime scene where it was brought up by Pat
I saw when
Dixon.
the doctor's hard-throbbing cock went into KB's wife's succulent vagina. Yes, I was right there for that moment. I watched
Dear Penthouse Forum.
What is going on?
I made eye contact with Zuli right as that hard doctor's cock just plunged deep inside of her. Yes, I was right there and saw all of it. But
no. I bet you were there when Pat Dixon made that accusation that she got fucked.
Oh yeah. Pat made you're right. When I was on with Pat, he did kind of throw some of that stuff out there. And if you watch that, I didn't have any comment. I was not going to pile on. I don't. That's a step too far for me. I'll beat him up on his merits. I'm not going to beat him up on his personal life because then once you start going down that road, then you bring your own life into the equation, and I'd frankly like not have people be talking about my family.
Frankly, I don't want to talk. Yeah,
no, it's gonna happen eventually if you keep fucking with KB. He's gonna talk about your family.
Well, it wouldn't be. I mean, other people have, so it wouldn't be the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone was on his show today or fucking around in the chat, and that's when they were talking shit to him. I was like, It's kind of weird when you fuck with Kevin Brennan, all of a sudden your entire life is out there on paper. It's like, oopsies. Yeah. Watch what you say to Kevin because he's got a lot of friends that'll fucking dox your ass.
I get no problem with him. I like Kevin. Kevin's great.
It's not what you said last time, Adam.
What are you talking about? I never ever said anything bad about him.
Not true, not true, not true.
I never said he was
Not true,
whiny
not true,
and
not true,
feminine.
not true, not true.
So I'm gonna be in trouble then because I'm threatening him.
In the
I
end.
guess. Oh no.
That's what I heard.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So why is John showing? Where did he get this picture from? Her doctor? Is that what he said?
So John was on later than Kevin today, and John was watching Kevin, and he saw that he was talking shit about whatever, blah blah blah. You fill in the blank of what he was talking shit about. So then he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah," and then brought this out.
What's going on with her left heel? It's all white.
She's a colored lady. She's a colored lady, you know, and that's the old Eddie Murphy thing where he's like, "You ever notice how black people have white palms and the white bottoms of their feet? Because when God, gave us color, He had us up against the wall like the police, and then He painted us, and
That's
there's
funny.
a whole thing about that.
That's a
But yeah,
classic
she's a colored.
Was that his joke?
Gal.
I always heard that as a kid. I didn't know that was Eddie Murphy.
I think it was Eddie Murphy. It was one of
Ass
the
looks
black
pretty
comedians.
round and nice, though.
It would make sense.
Yeah, she's in great shape, and a lot of people say that she's a good-looking lady, but you can make up your own mind on that. But also, Dan, I did an entire show. Well, I won't say an entire show, but there are some clips out there that I do have in my possession also, where she talks. She went on a podcast with Kevin at some point, and they were talking about how they were split up at some point, and then they had a apartment across the street where that they would take turns living in the apartment and or watching the kids in the other apartment across the street. So like they would take turns, like going back and forth to this other apartment. I can only imagine why that would be. But secondly, she
There's
talked
a story
about
that she went out with some guy because he took her to Hamilton. That's the other story I've heard.
That's
which I don't know if
one.
that came up in the interview or not.
And then the story about the apartment thing. They called it a nesting home. A nesting. I've never heard that phrase till I watched that clip. But
nesting home, like the Russian nesting dolls,
like nesting dolls, except for people were nesting their penises.
Well, many
it gets
of
bigger and bigger.
Well, the thing is, though, many of the great apes do nest, like orangutans. They build nests.
Good point. Very interesting. I've never heard that. See, you learn things all the time, don't you?
Just say that out loud.
Bill Burr's wife likes to do some nesting too. She's a
nest builder.
Something about her.
All right, but so on top of that, the Duke here plays another clip that I had not heard before in this little clip here. So let's check it out. It's a short clip. We'll play this, and I think we pretty much ran the course of this show tonight, and we'll get out of here. Let's play this.
Is this the girl you call a whore? I'm just curious. Just asking for a friend.
What friend?
That's so weird.
She goes, I know how to get you. All I got to do is wear my hair big and wear tight pants. I go, yeah, then do it every day, you whore. So I'm like, if you know what to do, do it.
Why are you screaming?
Because that's my MO.
Wow, Kev, you call your wife a whore, huh? So is this girl a whore? I mean, you just called her a whore. Like, why would you call your wife a whore? That's kind of odd behavior, right? I don't know.
John doesn't get
I think
jokes.
that's kind of odd.
It's kind of hardcore. He did call his wife a whore. I mean, he's
yeah.
That's why you never bring your significant other on a podcast or you start talking about that stuff. Because once you put it on the record, you get the stuttering Johns of the world that pull it back up and make you.
Yeah, but I mean, every comedian says something about their family, their wife, their kids. They don't mean it. It's fucking jokes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I mean, clearly he's joking about. I mean, it's he's.
But John's going to show a picture of his wife and then be like, "You call her a whore."
You know what my theory is, though? I think the reason people bring up people's wives and kids because no matter how much they get butthurt, they can always choose to ignore you. But once the family starts to get freaked out, it's like it takes it out of their control a little bit. Kind of like when Aaron had to back off of Chad because April was fucking freaking out and he could not He could not convince her to ignore it.
Yeah. You can definitely piss off a dude by bringing up their family. That's just the easy, low-hanging fruit. It's weak people do that shit. And they do the same thing with like calling people pedos.
It's desperate, yes.
Yeah. It's fucking easy, low-hanging fruit, hacky shit.
Low-hanging bananas, like Kevin's wife jumps up and gets.
Yeah, closer to the nest.
Hey, what you made me do? Why'd you have to say fruit? No, Adam wants to get out of here. Adam, why don't you get the fuck out
I am out of here.
Where can people find you? Right there? Or something?
They can find me in the tunnels. In the shadows.
Two tunnels, yes.
You can find me in Washington Heights with all the Hasidics, or wherever they are.
Hasidim, but I don't believe them.
Are you you're a Hasid? Yeah? Oy vey.
I'm like one of
we
those.
We won't tell anyone, we promise. We
I'm
won't
a
even tell.
self-loathing Jew. That's the kind of
once,
Jew I am.
Like a filter fish?
Once the hunting party start in 2025, we won't turn you in. We promise.
Alan
We'll
Greenwood.
hide you in one of our attic spaces until you make too much noise. That's on you.
Fun fact: that attic is not really an attic. It was basically a house built inside of a house.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah,
Shout out to Anne Frank and all that.
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. It's fucking. I always thought it was an addict.
Did you know that she was kind of slutty in their diaries, and they had to edit out all the slutty parts where she was like talking about getting horny and all this stuff?
Some of that shit was weird. Talking about masturbating and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
she
her
was
diary.
She was a little goer there, Anne Frank.
God damn it! What else do you do in a bunker for years? Come on,
you're gonna rub one out, right? Flick the bean, while you're waiting for the.
Get on that thing.
Damn, poor girl.
All right,
get the fuck out of here, Adam the J.
Bye. Thanks, guys. Love you.
You honky the clown.
All right,
white ass motherfucker. You got anything you want to shout out there, honky boy?
I do. Come sign up over at Honk the Clown over on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Honk the Clown. Real simple. Or Honk's House. I'm sorry. Honk's House 666. And I do want to give a real little quick shout out. I don't know if you guys know this King Tosspot, but he's somebody that's in the Spurtopia.
Oh, yeah, we know him.
Well, he's going to be doing a show this Friday, and y'all might want to tune in. I'm sure there's.
You better watch out if he starts stealing my audience. You let Tosspot know that I'll be on the. No, I'm kidding. I hope that is he really going to do the show? Is he really?
That's for everything that I'm hearing. It's looking like it's a go. So anyhow, I don't even know what his channel is, if he has one, but just, keep your eyes open.
Wait, he's doing a show on his own or on your show?
No, he's not on my show. He's doing a show of his own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All the Discord people are making him go out. He's always claimed that he's a radio guy. He actually came on my show one time. He's a good guy. He's an old ONA forums person. He's been on the internet. He's a British fella. He likes the drugs, but
the bangers and mash.
Trying to clean up, and he's doing a radio show. And we want to support him.
You know what? One other thing too, Quad. Were we going to mention what we got going on in the future? Or
yeah. So next Wednesday we do plan on at least doing a pilot episode of the Mud Shark Zone.
Ooh.
Fuck Chad Zumach's fat neck.
Right. It's always a fat neck with you, isn't it?
It's just so large.
Oil stained Hitler mustache too. That's great.
His head goes from body to neck. It's just no distinguishing. It's just there, bro.
I know we shouldn't be announcing the new show with Dan on our show because he's such a Chad Zumach ball washer. Look at the one guy that he loves and cherishes. You're much like Dr. Chow. You're going to be in the Dr. Chow zone is kind of where you're at, where MLC hates your guts, but you just kind of do your own thing, and that's a good place to be too. Dan, why don't you give yourself a shout out, brother?
Thanks, Quad.
Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate you having me on. Always great to come on with Honk, with Crumb and Adam. Great crew. This was fun. You can find me on Twitter X, nice name stupid. On YouTube, Nice Podcast Live is the link, but Nice Podcast Stupid. Every Friday night, we're going up against Toss Pod and maybe Kevin if he turns on the super chat machine. I've also been doing late night Saturday night shows. I'm going to probably start doing those as well, kind of like midnight or later on
MLC
Saturday nights.
wrap up show.
Yeah, sort of. Just more for the late night crew, not really affiliated with anything. Just more of that's more of Dan kind of turning on the afterburners for the late night people on the weekend. I like doing weekend shows. I have a job, so it's hard to really like prepare and do a show during the week. So I like to do it on the weekend. And
man,
it doesn't seem like anybody's doing late night Saturday night shows until KB decides that he's going to do an all night Saturday night show then and take the 4 a.m. Saturday morning audience or whatever. But yeah, I'll be doing definitely my Friday night show 8:30 p.m. Eastern and then kind of hit or miss on Saturday nights whenever I decide that I want to do it. So thank you. It was great. I love being a member of the extended BYB family. So thank you so much.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, appreciate you coming on, man. And of course, Crumb, you got anything you want to shout out?
No.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Then I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls.